So, all right, for the people who are on and people who are watching later, welcome to Ask Questions Later. I am the DM in yellow, a professional dungeon master. I know I do not wear much yellow, but it is a reference to Robert W. Chambers, his anthology The King in Yellow, which some people consider to be part of the Cthulhu mythos, which has had a significant impact on my DMing style. So that's why I'm called that. My name is Brandon, also, as you can see. I have a table with me of players that I've known for quite some time. They are Morrigan, who plays Nymphalis, a Thri-Kreen ranger, and a strange creature from another land who never met another creature he didn't want to sample. Sean, who plays Astro, a warforged artificer bard, who previously was an undefeated gladiator. He's now known for his ruthless efficiency in solving problems, regardless of the moral consequences. Lahel, who plays Blood, a half-orc barbarian with as much brains as he has hammers. He wields a great axe. Ben, who plays Ron, a human warlock with a strong commitment to his family and neighborhood. And Siggy, who plays Amira, an Azamar cleric that is a cat girl, and somehow literally the only qualified member of the team. This is true. It's just true. The campaign we're playing is a comedy noir detective story. That means each adventure is a case that the PCs will have to solve. It's going to be, hopefully, as silly as it is gritty. More specifically, the world around the PCs is consistently dark and grim. But the PCs themselves break the mold of traditional detective archetypes in ways that are downright absurd. Part of my challenge as a DM will be maintaining focus and seriousness in the face of utter buffoonery.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to need it because, yeah. This campaign's also the continuation of some previous one-shot adventures that featured some of these players, but all of those characters have died horrible deaths except for Morrigan's character, Nymphalis. As a result, the owner of the detective agency, Sabrina McWiggin, has hired new staff over the last several months. Ron has not yet worked a case, and today is Amira's first day on the job. I think it's time for our short intro, and then we can begin playing.
City ridden with crime and corruption, where the sun rarely shines through the clouds. Welcome to Rainguard, a city that needs heroes to save it from sliding ever deeper into the gutter, where the sun rarely shines through the clouds.
I think you're coming back.
All it has is a team of detectives to save it from sliding ever to shoot first gutter and ask questions. All it has is a team of detectives who always seem to shoot first and ask questions later.
Can you try muting yourself selectively? Yeah. I'm going to try and hit that again, and then that'll let me know if... Actually, I'm going to hit the Office background music, and that'll let me know if it's coming through twice. Hey, so chat, do you hear the background still, or is it fixed?
I hear it. Am I supposed to hear it?
Nothing.
I think we're supposed to hear it.
You're supposed to hear the
Excellent.
music. I think my question for the chat was, right? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So, oh no. For some reason we lost the map. There we go. All right, the map is back. All right, so where were we at? So this is Sabrina McWiggin in the center room. She is the person who has hired all of you. She owns the agency, and everyone's kind of showed up for their first day on the job type situation here. And, well, not first day on the job. It's Amira's first day on the job. Everyone's showing up to support Amira. And so if you can't see, McWiggin is in like the center room area. Also for chat, you can see this camera token That is not diegetic. It is not in the game world. That's just there because of dynamic lighting settings, and without that, you wouldn't be able to see the map at all, which is obviously not a good situation. So that's what that's for. All right. Sabrina says, "Okay, everybody, come on out here."
Coming!
Blood, are you coming?
Blood walks in kind of groggy from adventurous evenings.
Yes, adventurous evenings. Why don't we take a second to kind of describe what each of these characters look at? So I'll call you out, and then you can describe what your character looks like. So, Amira, what do you look like?
I am a tiny cat girl with blue hair. Itty bitty. Very kawaii.
Okay.
Do you want me to read the character sheet?
No. Just like if you have notable like armor or weapons or things like that, that might be noteworthy. But otherwise,
well, I do have a few things with me. I have my weapon, which is this. I have my holy sigil.
A completely normal holy symbol to have.
Absolutely, and I have my holy water.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
Astro?
This is a description or a formal introduction?
Just describe what your character looks like, what everyone's seeing.
So Astro is a 6'3", Warforged automaton with 4 arms. Predominantly brass and construction with ceramic and porcelain or ivory and lapis highlights.
Ooh.
With lots of scimitars.
Lots of scimitars. Okay.
All the scimitars.
Every single one. Well, why don't you tell us about Blood?
General Grievous. Blood is a half-orc barbarian. As said before, he's got grayish skin and kind of greasy, long black hair. He doesn't look particularly handsome. He's got some scars from many battles and from his upbringing. He kind of lived by himself in the woods for a long time, and he carries a great axe that is his prized and basically only possession.
All right. Nymphalis.
So Nymphalis is basically a large mantis creature. Well, not large in D&D terms. So 5'10", brown-colored, cream-colored, brown-colored mantis creature with 4 arms. Typically walking around with a rapier, a silvered short sword, and a shield, and usually blending into the walls just to, not be seen by most folk.
Blending in like a chameleon type thing.
Yes, like a chameleon.
Gotcha. Okay. And lastly, Ron.
I'm Ron. Just a guy. I'm a human. I carry a signed baseball bat. Little over large. About 6'1", 6'2", super handsome right now. Got all designer clothes on. Doesn't really fit his vibe, but that's what he's wearing. And yeah, he looks a little goofy. Salt and pepper all over the place. Looks like mid-50s, early 60s, something like that.
Okay. So,
Little dad.
Yeah, and Sabrina McGuigan is, like an early 40s human woman. You know that she's some sort of arcane caster, and she owns other businesses in the city of Raingard. Oh no, something's going on. Someone has the stream on in the background, and it's all repeating. I don't know.
Is it me? I'm gonna mute it and
Yeah,
try
can you
again.
mute yourself? All right. Is it still happening? Do we still have the stream repeating? Testing, testing. Are we still repeating?
We put mine to troubleshooting by one.
Can someone
Well, here's a question: if somebody else talks, does it come back through you at all?
through me?
Yeah. I just heard myself say yeah from somebody. Yeah, I think I'm hearing myself come back through you.
Through you?
Because
Through
you're
me?
still letting up green and yeah,
Well, I'm
you're
always,
letting up green
I'm
and
always
Discord
lit
when
up
I'm
green
talking.
because of my
Oh,
sound
that's true.
settings,
Because
so, yeah.
music.
But everything's fine now. People are saying. Okay, all right. So yeah, I
Okay,
think
cool.
just keep yourself muted, Lahel. I think if you're not talking, because your audio is separate from your headset, that's probably where it's coming from.
But it's not, because I've got everything else muted. But it's fine. I'll stay muted. No worries.
Okay. All right. If it happens again,
I'll
though,
mute just in case, too.
what'd you say?
So I'll mute just in case as well.
Yeah. If I was gonna say for everybody, if you're not talking, you can just go ahead and mute, and then that'll good mute discipline will help us. Okay, so Sabrina McWiggin, she's early 40s human, arcane caster of some kind. She owns several businesses in Rainguard, including a pub, McWiggin's Pub, and of course AQL Investigations. So she calls you all into the room. You see each other, and she says, "All right, everyone. This is Amira. It's her first day on the job. Please make her feel welcome. And Nymphalis, you can show her the ropes. I'm gonna just get out of here." And she shakes her head in disgust at the fact that you are the best she can do, and she heads out without waiting for any of you to respond.
All right. I'll do my best with the voice right now, having had oral surgery this morning. Well, actually, 5 hours ago. I don't know why she wants you to see the ropes, but we have the silk rope. We have the rope for mooring. This rope is good. This is posh rope. This one I think is just fun. But I mean, if it's your first day, it's probably more productive if I tell you how the job works.
I would appreciate that. Thank you. I think.
So, welcome to the office. There's coffee in the corner, and yeah, the rest of you have heard these tales before when you were hired. I can't keep up the voice. My jaw's killing me doing that, so I will talk normally for today. We'll do the voice next time.
That's okay.
Yeah, Ron's getting coffee already.
Yeah. But, yeah. The rest
Do
of
you have
are,
bubble tea?
I don't think we have any bubble tea, no.
Blood is also going to get coffee.
Very good.
Everybody wants the coffee.
I don't know
So,
if there's bubble tea. However, I could aerate the tea for you if you wish.
Bubbly
I mean-
tea?
Bubbly tea. So, since you're new here, I'm going to rehash it for the rest of the group. And then, if you didn't pay attention before when you were hired, pay attention now. I'm not repeating it again. So, as you may or may not know, there used to be more of us, and then it was just me. And, the previous team, we had the Grimlock incident, and,
Wait. Sabrina didn't tell me any of this.
Yep, you're fine. This is why you're learning. So with the Grimlock incident, and it's we needed fresh employees. So, being that I'm the only one here, I should fill you in the lay of the land. There's a few locals that like to not help us out, but can be useful if we need to press for info. We have a guy at the morgue. Well, it's not really a guy so much anymore. He kind of set himself on fire, so he's more of a ghost there. Jimmy. There's a local security group named the Rod Group, and there's a creepy underwater club where we had a previous case. Literally underwater, not a building like, and you're looking at. No, it is water. And yeah, it's a bit of a trick to get in there. There's also some people that may give us some trouble from time to time. There's a human inspector who thinks that we're all up to some illegal activities named Pringle and his skeleton partner Scaps. So we haven't heard too much from him lately since the incident, but he may interfere from time to time. And probably the only other local person that may be of interest to us is there's Ginger Truman. We like to call her Scoop. She's a reporter and likes to just kind of show up at our cases and just always happens to be there. It's you see an ice cream van following us, keep an eye out.
Thanks. But I can't get credit unless there's actually license. So Sabrina wouldn't answer that question for me.
There's a knock.
Can somebody please?
At the door.
Oh, I'll get it. Hello.
The back.
Is this
No,
the right
sorry.
door?
That's the back door. The front door is the one like toward the bottom of the screen. Nah, that
Hearing's
door.
going bad these days, man.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I'll beat you there, Astra. Hello.
So this is like the
Hello.
vestibule area. You'd have to like open the door, and when you do,
Oh.
you can see there is a woman, very well dressed, standing there, and she says, "Is this that Ask Questions Later detective agency?"
Of course. Come on in.
She steps
Can
inside.
I take your coat?
No, I hope I'm not staying long. And she looks furtively out the door and then closes it behind her.
All right. Well, our meeting room's right inside there, so I'm gonna head on in.
So she steps into the main room and looks around at all of you in disappointment, I guess. You don't need to roll insight to tell that you're not what she was hoping to find. And she says, are the detectives here today?
Hey, ma'am. I'm Amira. It's really, really nice to meet you. I'm an intern. I just started today. I am finishing my last year in school as a paranormal criminologist, and I'm not a detective yet, but I will be in about 8 months. So I gotcha.
Like to roll persuasion to convince her that we are who she's seeking.
Give me persuasion, to be honest. That was there's some concerns that she has.
Miss, we are who we say we are. Please, if you will indulge us, come this way to our meeting room.
Okay, Amira actually already rolled. But yeah, you're both very convincing, and she says, well, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. The police won't help me. I think you're the only ones who would take the case. And then she comes over and has a seat.
The police would not see your case?
That
does not sound very efficient.
Yeah, she kind of shrugs and she says, I'll tell you the whole story if you want.
Please. We'd love to hear it. The more detail, the better. Leave nothing out. If you think that it might not be important, it might be important. Please tell us. Let me get my notebook. It's around here somewhere.
She's just staring.
Give us all the details you can, because we'll ask questions later.
Here's some coffee for you, man.
He said
I
the
have
name! Alright.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I roll investigation to like Sherlock Holmes her up and down to get a sense of
Yeah.
what she's doing, what she's wearing,
You
etc.,
have all the
etc.?
weak points.
Yeah. Go ahead. Exactly. You know exactly which part of her jaw to hit in the boxing match. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, yeah. 20. Dirty 20.
So, you could tell that she's wearing very, very nice clothing, but you note that it seems new-ish, for whatever that's worth, and some nice jewelry as well. Also, heavy makeup. So she says, "My name is Jessica Wonderly. My brother, Will, he died at the Brochloch Sisters Carnival on the 1st of Midsummer. And out of game, I should clarify, today is the 4th of Midsummer. So this was 3 days ago, she's saying.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Yes, And she pulls out a handkerchief and she dots away some tears and she says, I just need to get it all out. He was supposedly found in the flying pig cage, gored to death, but I don't believe it. And I tried to talk to my family, but, you know, I'm a bit estranged from them. They think I'm crazy. They won't be any help. I tried to talk to the police, but they just said, well, they're ruling it an accident. You know, you can't try a pig for murder. Not that I'm saying that's what happened. I think something happened.
For what it's worth, I've seen all kinds of things tried for all kinds of things.
Okay.
A remarkably specific, Astro.
Yeah.
You have no idea what I've witnessed.
None.
I'll tell
Not
you
at all.
later in great detail.
Alright. Sounds like a plan, bud.
All I can say is that I think something awful happened. Haven't you ever just believed something so hard you know it's got to be true?
Of course, ma'am. I know that someday Senpai will notice me.
I turn to Astro and I'm like, what did she say?
He said a sinful pie will notice her someday. I'm
Okay.
unfamiliar with this term.
No,
I'll
it's
investigate
Be
later.
raspberry.
Raspberries.
If I were human, I might be allergic to that.
No, she's a kid. Kids say the darndest thing.
As you have these side conversations, Miss Wonderly is just looking around at all of you, getting more and more concerned that her poor brother will not ever be helped. So,
Ma'am, we've got we're a detective agency. It's not just one of us doing all of it, so, we've got to get all of our ducks in a row, if you will.
A package deal, as it were.
Can you tell us more about your brother?
well, what do you want to know?
Well, when was the last time you spoke with him? What did he tell you? Did he tell you anything? What was he like?
We didn't really communicate. I think I mentioned a moment ago I'm sort of estranged from my family.
Pardon my forthcomingness. Why is that?
Well, it's a bit complicated, you see. I don't really want to talk about it. And I don't think it has anything to do with whatever happened to him.
You never know. Tell us about your family.
I'd really rather not.
Okay. So you want us to just, go out there and look around?
Yes. Do whatever it is detectives do. And she fishes around in her purse and sets down a noisy clink of a leather coin purse. And she says, that's 5,000 gold. I can pay you 5,000 more once you give me conclusive proof of what happened.
Well,
Man,
that's money.
I know it's not your job to help us, since you're paying us to do the job. However, it'll get done a lot quicker and more efficiently if we can have pretty much any information on your brother or your family or
Yeah, my brother, yes.
you. And
yes.
if you don't want to share this information, the whole group, perhaps you could take myself, maybe Astro. He's a unfeeling automaton, so that you will get no judgment from him.
I am very feeling. I'm just very repressed. I judge everything. On
Never
how
mind.
it is.
Maybe just me. If you wanted to, like, I do
you
have
just
an
say that
offer.
out loud in the middle of this scene. You just...
I do, and I also feel Ron is taking too long to get to the point. We need as much information as you will provide us with, So I cast Stone of Truth on her.
Okay. She doesn't resist it. So she is subject to your Zone of Truth. She cannot tell a lie. She says, well, that was a bit forward, don't you think?
Well, if you're truly honest with us getting to the bottom of your brother's death, and there's be an accent on the word death, then this will be the fastest, easiest solution with no deception or lack of detail.
All right.
So please enlighten us on everything you can tell us about your brother 5 days prior to his death.
I don't know what he was doing 5 days prior to his death. As I said, we hadn't spoken for some time. I just know... I know he wasn't killed by that pig.
You know?
He couldn't have been.
You can tell us. It's okay.
He is just terribly
Yes.
afraid of both pigs and birds. He never would have gone near that cage, let alone climbed inside, like the constabulary said he did.
Right. See, that is a great piece of information.
Very well.
Is your
So, what was he doing in the area?
Well, that is, my family has a farm, just a little ways north of here in Wheat Hollow. But as I said, they wouldn't be able to help you. They think it was the pig. They think I'm crazy. They'd be furious if they knew I was hiring you.
What
Did
kind
they
of relationship?
bury or you have an autopsy?
Oh,
I
I
was about to ask
believe
myself.
his body is probably still in the custody of the constables. I imagine it would be at the morgue. I don't think it's been released yet. You see,
Okay.
they needed to have us come identify the body, and we weren't able to until yesterday, and then there was the arguments back and forth with the constables and I, and, well, now I'm here. But I think...
What did you argue about?
Yeah, she says, I told them he wouldn't have climbed in there. It couldn't have been that animal. Something strange was going on, but they wouldn't listen to me. I do think if you don't hurry, you probably wouldn't be able to get much out of the police or, well, see the body. That's something you do, isn't it?
Certainly.
Very well.
We would need your permission to examine the body from a perfectly legal aspect.
Oh, I don't have any legal authority. As I said several times before, I'm estranged from my family. You would probably need... They wouldn't give you permission.
But yes, you identified the body, yes?
No, she said that she... If I said that, I was misleading. I didn't mean to be. When she said we, she meant like the family. So the family had to come identify it. So she wasn't the one who identified it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Do
she.
you
didn't-
know
Yeah.
what his relationship was like with your family?
I think
That's what I was about to ask.
they were perfectly fine. I suppose Mother was a little upset that he was close to me still, even though we didn't talk much. He had a fondness. It's complicated.
You've said that.
You spoke with your brother.
She hasn't spoken to him in a long time, she says.
Hmm.
And now he's dead, so. No speaking. Well, unless
Have
you're
you
speaking-
spoken with him since the incident?
Since he no, I mean it's a fair question. It's Dungeons and Dragons. She says she has not, and she's mildly disturbed by the question.
I'm just trying to cover all of my bases, ma'am.
Two questions. One, has he ever received any threats of any kind that you're aware of, or anyone else in your family for that matter?
No. I don't believe so. Threats, no.
Okay. And second question, just maybe no, maybe you don't. Do you know the name of the pig? Because I've heard tales of a certain pig by the name of Hamrabe, but people keep climbing in a pen with Hamrabe and meeting a certain fate. So I want to see if it's related.
No, she doesn't know the name of the pig. She will say that. She says, I know the carnival, they claimed the pig escaped because Will left the cage door open, and I believe I read in the Rainguard Reader that over the last few days, some folks have seen the flying pig on the horizon and such. At least it mustn't be loose. There's no flying pig there, I looked.
Understood.
Ma'am, what kind of farm did your family have, or does? I hope they still have it.
I don't know. I never really bothered with the farm work, and I certainly don't know what's there now.
But did you grow up there?
Well, I don't even... Yes. Why?
Well, what kind of farm was it when you were little?
It was a farm. Well, it's in Wheat Hollow. They grew wheat.
Okay.
You're
Can I make insight check on I suppose if she has memory of what she's saying or if she's just speaking?
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
He is under a zone of truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she doesn't know she's lying. She's lying. Ooh, not great.
And the zone of truth just means she can't say something that is untrue if she was, affected by that. So, Ron, yeah, it's hard to gauge her. She does seem very anxious. I think even with your 11, you can tell she's extremely anxious right now.
Ma'am, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? What do you do?
No, I really can't. And she stands up and she picks up her money and she says, I don't know if you want to find out what happened to my brother or not.
We do. We're just trying to learn more so we can get started in the right place.
I have places I need to be, and very soon. And she kind of like tosses the money back down on the table. She's like, what else do you need?
Well, we would need a formal contract drafted for us to begin the investigation, do we not, Nymphalin?
No paperwork.
We don't have those types of clients.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no. Okay. Any other questions
So
for the difficult Miss Wonderly?
This money, this is for the job in completion, or is this a half now, half later?
Yeah, she said that she can get you 5,000 more once you have evidence, like actual evidence of what happened.
So 10,000 total.
Mm-hmm.
I will be able to pay off all of my loans for last semester.
Wow.
You guys, we need to take this job.
Yeah, no, I mean we have a starting point at least. We know to go to the carnival and
I know we're the
morgue?
best detectives in Rain Guard. She may doubt us. But Sabrina, I trust Sabrina.
Right. We don't have to convince anybody, especially not in front of our clients. So that's,
Love it.
you know, let's,
I
we'll
do
get
have-
started.
I do have one final question before you go and we begin our investigation.
Mhm.
You said your brother had a fear of pigs
Yes.
And birds.
and birds. Do you know how that fear came about?
No.
Was this
Oh,
always the case? Since you were very little? He was
Yes,
always
as far
afraid of
as I
pigs
can
and birds?
as far as I can remember.
Asked and answered.
actually, I take this back. One final question.
One
as a
more
Columbo
thing.
herd.
So he's Columbo.
Yeah,
I got it.
one more thing as a Columbo herd. Is he really your brother?
What? Obviously. What kind of a question is that? You cast your silly spell and everything.
Did she lie?
Was she? You know that in a zone of truth, like she can't lie, right? Oh. No.
I mean, you can. No, you can lie. They just have to roll for it, right?
No, she just can't
That's start.
lie.
That's normal.
Yeah,
Okay.
She failed her. She didn't resist it, I guess is what I said. So, but I will say that with her whole protest she just made right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows there's a spell cast?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to, there's like verbal and somatic components for that spell. He cast a spell. You'd have to subtly cast a spell for someone to not know. But with Nymphalis, with your passive insight, when she was making that whole protest about like, well, of course he's my brother, and you cast your silly spell and everything, you get the feeling like that was very... like the lady doth protest too much, methinks. Like it was very protesty, and why would she like specifically call that out? It just seemed very odd to your keen insight, Nymphalis. You're not sure what it means, but you can tell that something was weird there.
Ma'am, can I just ask you one more thing before you go? Just
If
to make
you
it a little bit
say
easier for
one
us.
more time that it's just one more thing, I don't know what I'll do.
It's okay. We're here to help you, ma'am. But how old was your brother?
How old was he? 21. He was 21.
How old does she look?
About 21.
Okay. Oh, maybe we went to school together.
Are you saying that of her or
I
of her brother?
I doubt that.
No, I'm just being Jack.
Yeah, I doubt that.
All right, ma'am. Just one more thing. I'm kidding. Let's get you out of here. Let
She
me get
just
the door for you.
huffs and grabs her purse and starts storming toward the exit.
Wait, before you go,
Okay.
how do we get a hold of you? Because we can't tell you anything that we find about your brother if you just leave and don't tell us how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, she says that there is a sending stone in the bag of money.
Okay, sending stone, got it. Okay, and one last question. Oh, no, it's actually two last questions. One, so you and your brother, were you twins or what? Like, you said he's 21. You look like you're probably about 21. Were you twins, and that's part of why the falling out was so rough?
Oh, I don't know if you've heard the phrase around here, but we're Moonshay twins. You know, it's where two born in the same year, you know, about 9 months apart, that kind of thing.
Understood. Okay, and
It's actually sort of a really racist term, but the people from the Moonshay Isles, anyway.
yeah. And
Yes, I believe I
Oh,
have.
shit, our law.
I have many moonshade twins. Others consistent.
All right.
but before you go, and I expect this will definitely be the last question that anybody gets to ask.
Wait, we
is,
lost Ron. Hold on, pause. I think Ron dropped
I'm here.
out.
No.
No,
I see
the,
him.
the stream,
He's right there.
stream's saying that we lost Ron. Let me just check on OBS
Oh,
real quick.
weird.
Hold on.
Fascinating.
No, I still see Ron in the stream.
Yeah.
Yes,
Moving
do
his
I.
head back and forth.
Say something just to double check and.
Something just to double check.
All right, chat. You got Ron. Ron dropped out. I meant from school. Oh my god. No, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Okay.
That's
Thank
so
you.
in game.
All right.
With our group of misfits, that's
That checks out. No, that was very funny. I'm glad that happened. Okay, that was so good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as I
Go ahead.
I suspect this will be the last question that we ask, because I suspect you'll be leaving after this one. But your brother, was he your lover?
No.
Ma'am, if you want to write
And
this way.
Ma'am, I am so sorry.
Yeah. She just storms out. She's completely.
Okay,
She
I'm gonna wait
says,
till the door closes and she's
It's
gone.
not that kind of podcast or stream, not podcast. Anyway, but no, she leaves. All right.
So I gotta
That was
say-
a great fucking question. Honestly, we were all thinking it.
Also, all of you,
The clients you guys normally get?
we
Sabrina didn't tell me that.
but I
well. I mean, the last case I saw was just hunting down a lost cat. This is far more exciting.
I just have to say, as employees so far, way better than our old staff. Why do you think we got the name? You all ask so many questions.
I heard tales of the Squirtle and the Halfling, none of them in good light.
All right.
My
Might as
victim
well be my
psychology
first.
professor told me to always ask as many questions as possible. Can somebody sign this form to say that I did that?
Yeah, I got you, kid.
Thanks.
Just so Nymphalis can come back to the table, I'll drop the zone of truth.
Is that why you like moved all the way over there? Yeah.
Yeah, you
Also,
probably
Yeah,
wanna
I noticed
meet her,
when he
right?
did it, I was like,
Something that I don't know that we said out loud, but if people don't know, Thrycreen cannot vocalize. So all of Nymphalis' communications are telepathic. So people are hearing Nymphalis in their minds. That's the only way that that species can communicate. Okay. All right. So you've talked to your obviously very squirrely client who paid a ridiculous amount of money, and you've got your basic facts of the case. I think it's time to figure out where you want to go next to try to find clues.
ask
Guys, I
those
think we
folks.
need to look at the body.
Exactly that.
I agree.
Then I guess we all go pay a visit to Jimmy. Also, don't call him Jimmy.
Don't call him
If you see
Jimmy.
him, don't call him Jimmy.
What
Okay.
shall we call?
What happens if I call him? Why doesn't he like being called Jimmy?
Well, I mean, we kept calling him Jimmy, and then he tried to kill me and set himself on fire in the process, and we've got this weird working relationship.
Wow, you never learned any of this in class.
I'm excited to meet
Oh,
Jim.
real world's a lot different than books.
Well, in many ways, then, Amira and myself are pretty much on the same page. I never had a class. And I've also been told that I have no class either.
Isn't your class artificer?
That's different.
Okay.
I've had no formal schooling. Everything was uploaded directly into my neural network. Just boom, instant knowledge, nothing to learn.
That's nice. I wish I had that.
By
Yeah.
chance, you know Kung Fu?
I do.
The feeling.
So So throughout all this, I don't know if anyone noticed, but Blood was kind of just sitting in his chair, and he may have fallen asleep throughout this conversation. So I hope someone wakes him up before you leave the office.
Wake me up before you go.
Before you go.
All right. If you wake up,
I move next. I move next to Blood.
Hey, Blood! Guy! Hey!
I rolled a nat 1 on an unarmed strike to slap
I'm
him
gonna
away.
sprinkle him with holy water.
You missed.
so you don't know kung fu, really, is what I learned.
Apparently, I was lying.
Yeah. Okay. You all head to the mortuary. It's going to be a map that has dynamic lighting, so don't drop your token until you see where the ping is at. Just give me 1 second to set that up. I want to first put the camera's token down. Oh.
While you put the camera token down, I'm going to kill my camera real quick because I have to swap out the skulls.
Ooh.
Swap out the skulls. Is that what you said?
The gauze.
The gauze.
The
Okay.
gauze.
That makes so much more sense. Because I was like, why do you have skulls? Why plural skulls?
I mean,
Wait, why don't you?
And
yeah,
what,
seriously,
how was
why don't
one
you have
used?
skulls?
Yeah, I'm pinging toward
mean, if
the
you're
sort
gonna-
of bottom of the map, and so you might need to scroll down or zoom out a little bit just to find the ping spot where I am pinging. And
Did I
this
get
is-
it?
You got it. You're there. Excellent.
I got no vision.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that because there should be. It's daytime. Daytime at the morgue.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
Daytime at the morgue sounds like a metal, like some kind of like goth punk band.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic band.
Yeah. Amira, you can go ahead and drop at the ping too. Oh, you're in a wall.
I was gonna say that band sounds like it's right up Amira's alley. It's a little light and a little dark.
It's like goth pop.
Amira's all
Yeah,
light. What are you talking
exactly.
about? That's her domain.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, that's the
Where do I drop my pen?
Hold on. Let me ping you.
bottom mid.
All right, thank you.
You got that.
And if you give me 1 second, I have to run to the other room real fast and flush out my mouth, so I'll be right back.
No problem. Okay.
I can still hear you though, so everybody can carry on, and I'll jump right back in.
Got you. For those of you who are watching, Morgan had oral surgery earlier. So that's just how life works. Okay. You're here at the morgue. There's a clear sign on the door. This is the front door. And I would say you can just go ahead and click on that door and head on in. You don't have to let Nymphalis lead, and that might actually be a terrible idea. It's just that Nymphalis is the only one who knows the attendant. So
Astro?
I think I'm going to walk in with total confidence because I'm adorable
There you go.
and super
and you-
smart.
And I will follow in behind Amira.
all right. You enter in, and there is a body on a wooden gurney, kind of just chilling there. There is a sleek-looking desk, and floating behind it is a what looks like maybe a mid-30s human male in like scrubs, but he's semi-transparent, and he's like looking at some paperwork and interacting with a quill quite easily, and making some notes on like a clipboard. And he looks at you all as you walk in, and he just says, can I help you?
Hi, sir. Amira Herrera with Ask Questions Later Investigations, and I've been sent
No,
here by
out.
my
Go out. All of you, get the fuck out. Leave. And he just starts pointing toward the door.
please, Mr. James?
Yep.
James?
James.
James,
That's
hi.
it.
Hi, we really need to see a dead body.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, because it's a morgue, right? But see, the last several times I did that for you guys, first I almost got fired. Then I got fired from life with actual fire. So, probably not. Probably not gonna.
Can't get fired again, though, eh?
I'm so sorry,
This
sir.
guy.
I
Funny.
I really need this for school credit, and come on, look how cute I am.
I guess you can roll
Roll
persuasion. Yeah, you can roll
Persuasion.
persuasion to try to persuade.
Gotta
this
use that
guy.
charisma.
Well, hold on. Since I'm standing next to her, can I give her guidance?
You can always, before someone rolls, say I'm going to cast guidance on them.
Yeah,
but,
it was a little fast.
But the thing about guidance is, like, it has components. It's not that you shouldn't do it. You should always be casting guidance. But he might be like, why are you casting that spell? Or if he has a good Arcana check, he might be like, why are you casting guidance? Like, it's not like he wouldn't see what's going on. But you should always be casting guidance. It's just the best spell. It's tied for Eldritch
should have
Blast
done
for
it
the best spell.
I could have done it before we went in here.
Yes, that would be good. So you try to convince Will, and he's like, "Look, you seem nice enough, okay? But how old are you?"
I'm only 21.
Yeah, cool. You're gonna die at 21 if you don't quit this job, because none of you have I met before, and I've met 2 other rounds of people that work for that lady. They're all dead. Except for, well, the bug's not here yet. Oh. Hi.
But
How you doing? Nice to see you,
Hey!
Nymphalis. Guess he stayed alive. Good for him. Okay. But my point still
sir,
stands. You're all
please, this
dead.
is the only way I could get an internship in paranormal criminology. I'll give you a free month of my OnlyFans.
He's just like... I don't even know how to respond to that. He's like, I don't even have an ill-sensing glass. So, also, I'm a ghost, so I can't even do the stuff you would
he's
do
dead.
with that.
Just gonna ectoplasm all over.
It's just me playing my favorite video game.
Uh-huh. That's great. Look, you guys seem nice. Not you, Nymphalis. Everybody else here, you guys seem nice. But, I can't help you. I'm sorry.
So Blood's gonna start walking to the door, and he goes, "Blood, go in now."
Yep, yeah.
He goes,
Thanks,
no,
Jimmy.
no,
I appreciate it.
Blood doesn't,
We're
Blood
gonna go
doesn't
look at the body.
Hey, buddy, listen, Alright, he's gonna try to jump into Nymphalis.
Ooh.
Give me a second.
I was going to say, if not, can I do a thing?
You can do a thing simultaneously to him doing a thing.
Cool. Then I'm going to cast commands on this game.
Ooh, alright. Interesting. I think that's irrelevant. But can you... I just want to check one thing. Can you pop the spell description in? Because I'm pretty sure it can't work on him, but I could be wrong.
Yes. There it is.
No, it can work on undead. Very, very good.
Richard.
Yeah, a lot of those don't. This one does. Alright, let's see. So he tries to possess Nymphalis while simultaneously being command. And what command are you giving him?
Cooperate.
Alright. And what's your save DC?
I believe it's a 15 wisdom.
Okay.
Yes, 15 wisdom.
So... Alright. And at the same time, he's trying to jump into Nymphalis' body. I need a charisma saving throw from Nymphalis. And then I will tell you the outcome of these simultaneous events.
Quite the charismatic bug.
Oh yeah, this is gonna go great.
He picked his target. Holy shit!
Gonna go great.
So he like
Yeah, 20.
bounces off of Nymphalis', like chitin, I guess.
Titan.
Carapace?
Yeah. One of those two. He bounces off, and at the same time, his head whips around toward Astro, and he goes, yeah, sure, you can go in. Hey, wait, no, you can't.
Jimmy.
He's like, stop, please. Hey, come on, guys, I won't do the possession thing again, but don't do that again. And he points at Astro, and he's like, come on, please. I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
What can they do to you?
My brother, you're dead
They can.
and working
Since
a
I'm
job
really
forever.
small, I'm gonna try to wiggle around and get closer to the door.
Okay, like
See
you're
if I
trying to
can get in there.
stealth your way in. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, a bit sneaky.
Give me a stealth check. He is quite distracted by trying to plead with you all.
So here's the question: if I try to blend in with the door, so she's hidden by me, looking like the door, does that give her advantage?
Oh, yeah, I would definitely say that gives her advantage. Give me another roll there.
All
That's
right.
good synergy.
Oh, I don't know how to roll advantage on this.
Well, you could just roll again because he said it after you rolled the
Okay.
first time. So just click it again.
All right. Gee, thanks.
So he notices that and he's like, "Wait, please! They could still destroy me. They could banish me. They could trap me in one of those little jar things, for like eternity."
If you get stuck in a jar, I will take you with me back to the temple, and you can stay in my place.
James,
Great place.
buddy, James. Look at me. We're the adults here, all right? Can I call you Jim? I'm Ron.
No, you can't.
I go to Shake.
He's make a just a
You
straight
do like the
charisma
reach
check.
out and the other hand, and the other hand on the shoulder, like the opposite shoulder. Just bam, full on dad energy.
Great.
This is a dad energy check. That's why it's just a straight charisma check. Okay.
Noise.
He says, "No, I'm not gonna shake your hand," as he just instinctively reaches out and shakes your hand, and he's like, "Damn it!"
Thanks, pal. Look, we all know that money rules everything.
Around you.
You're a dead ghost. They don't
Right.
have to pay you. They won't replace you with someone they have to pay.
I mean, they do pay me, actually.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
There's
What
like,
does
Um,
a ghost do with money?
you can pay these. It's not the most ethical thing, but like you can pay people to like they let you possess them for it's like an hourly rate, and then you can.
All right. That's
do
enough.
stuff.
of
Would
that.
you like to possess me?
Let's. No.
You can come in with us. You can come hang out with
let's
us.
not. No.
It's not that kind of
Everybody
stream.
will be a 5-foot
All right, Jim.
girl.
Listen here.
Alright.
And he doesn't have an OnlyFans. Okay.
Look, we'll slip you a couple golds. I mean, at the end of the day, we're gonna go in there, kind of period. So I want to make this better on you, any way we can.
Okay, how much gold are you willing to pay? Like, you're gonna need to name a number before you try to persuade him with this.
I'll give him 20 gold.
All right, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Love to.
Out of character, is that like a lot in this world?
Well, using like the standard suggestions for like economy or whatever, a skilled laborer would make a gold a piece a day, so that's like 20 days of work for a skilled laborer. So
Okay, so that's like he just basically slipped him a G.
yeah, it was not a bad situation. So he's like, if you do 40, I'll give you 10 minutes.
How about 20 for 5?
He's like, no, it's gotta be worth my while.
I mean, again, I hate to be difficult here.
Don't you guys have a sack
The
of
other-
5,000 gold?
The other option is we go in there anyway, and you probably get banished right here. Or you let us in without like preparing to cover your tracks, and you get banished for, not doing your job.
All right. Can any of you cast like
I mean,
a firebolt or some kind of cantrips that do like a non-physical damage?
Yeah, I could.
I've got
I
Toll
can
the Dead. I
just-
could scare the crap out of him.
He's like, nah, that
I
won't
have-
work on me.
How do you feel about electric shock?
Yeah, just hit me once,
I could just-
and then I can claim, you guys beat me up real good.
Sure, no problem.
And the 20 gold.
Oh,
And then
I
So
mean, that is against it.
So you Eldritch
we get to
blast
beat
him.
you up.
You Eldritch blast him and roll damage.
Oh, jeez.
We're gonna start blasting.
He's like, ah, fuck! And he's just like,
Oops.
go to money! And he's like holding his jaw,
Yeah, I give him 20 gold.
Okay. And he's just like, just get it done! And he floats back behind the desk.
Thanks, Jim.
He waves a hand and the door flies open.
As we walk in, I'll be asking, so who wants to investigate the body first? Mr. Amira, you're the new one here, and you're looking for knowledge.
I'm
You
I've
don't wanna
taken a
take
couple
everybody
of
else going
forensic
for
classes, and I've never gotten to work with an actual corpse before.
So this would be
I
a
realize I'm playing the wrong music this whole
teachable
time.
moment, then, yeah?
Oh,
We'll make a few more for you.
I'm going to
You'll
stay
just magic
in
them
the
out of
doorway.
thin air. I don't think I like what you're implying. We can't just kill people.
Why not?
Hey, you can't.
No, Senpai
Not
would
kill
never
people.
approve.
No, my question, why can you not just kill people? It is a very effective method of keeping people quiet and removing various variables. Wait,
Blood's standing over there nodding.
Dad, could you please... Ron, can you please tell them that it's not okay to kill people? I can't believe I have to say these things out loud.
Guys,
Oh, Senpai,
it's not
please.
okay to kill people.
Nice.
Ever.
Sabrina
Don't
said you guys
ever
were
do
the
it.
good guys. Come on.
Why do you think the name of the agency is Ask Questions Later? Certain reputation
Because you just keep asking questions?
later.
Alrighty, where is this body?
Yeah, Nymphalis
But
would
my
know. Okay.
Yeah. No, I was going to say my question to Amira would be: do you want to take point as for your studies, as this would be a very crucial moment?
Yeah, please, just... Hey, guys, where's the body? I don't like these conversations.
So Nymphalis would know that it's through these double doors over here where there's like a thin sheen of like ice on the floor. There are some drawers in there. It magically keeps them in cold storage. And James is just like, third door on the left. He like shouts in from his messed up jaw, like where to find the body. Nymphalis, I just want to
Thanks,
ask
Jim.
you in the doorway. Is that so he can't lock you guys in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been down this rodeo before.
All right. Okay.
You've been down this rodeo?
Yep. You heard him. Okay.
So, Amira, you're going to take point on the investigation of
Yeah.
the body first. So I'm going to cast guidance first,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to take the help action.
Okay.
So you have advantage.
Advantage and an extra d4. So the thing is, with this body, there's basically two things you could do. One is to roll investigation to look for physical evidence that you might see. And the other thing you could do is roll medicine to try to assess, like, how did this guy die? So which do you want to do first? And you can repeat the whole guidance help process for each one. That's fine. You cheating cheaters.
Body, and I think the first thing I need to do
It's being
is determine
assisted.
the cause of death.
Okay. So
So I'm going to roll medicine.
as you pull out the body, let me just quick describe what you see as you go ahead and roll that medicine check. There are several notable things, even for people who aren't trained examiners. Will's body is missing a jaw, lips, teeth, and tongue. There is a gaping hole in the center of his chest.
Do you want to roll that again to see if you crit?
Yeah.
You have advantage.
Go ahead and roll.
I
again.
think he died from being hurt.
And then you have a D4 on top of whatever you roll.
For medicine? I think we figured out how he died, guys. He's got a hole in his chest. He died from being... well, I mean, look at it! I'm...
Well, so that you want to not... You have advantage. You may as well roll again in case you get higher.
And the D4 to roll on top of that.
investigation, but yeah, let's figure out... Yeah, I did not do...
Okay. And then you can... to roll the 1d4 from guidance,
Yeah.
you should be able to just click that little pink block that says D4 where it says guidance.
In roll 20.
In roll 20.
Is this something I have to do?
No, she should be able to... I can... There you go. You can do it. Whatever. Anyone.
I mean, no, I clicked on it, so yeah. It's okay.
Okay. So you
She
get a
can be able to roll.
19. Alright. So 19. I'm just going into my notes real quick here. So you're able to determine that, like, the jaw, teeth, and tongue and lips were removed post-mortem. He definitely died from the gaping hole in his chest. It does seem...
Guys, I think there's...
Oh, go ahead.
I think there's some kind of occult involvement here or something. Look, there's not a lot of blood, but he didn't bleed that much when they opened him. They took all of these things out, so I think they cut off his jaw and his tongue. Oh, this is so gross, but
There's
I think
probably
they
pigs,
took it off
right?
after he was dead. Like somebody either found him dead or killed him.
Well, they found him with pigs. It's like, I mean, he died first, yeah, but then...
So the question would be, does it look like animals removed them,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
does it
yeah.
look like
How
they were...
clean are the? Is it like scalpel?
It's so
Magic,
unclean in
pig.
there. Like it's really gory. It looks like if it was a pig, that pig tusk just went in and in and in, and I mean it was like a pig tusk blender. It's so messed up in there. It's so hard to find any distinctive injuries.
Big tusk blender?
I'm at the face.
The face? The face looks like that was just like ripped out.
But not like chewed out like a wild animal, like or like
Ripped off. So it could have been pulled off by
like blood did it.
Maybe you can't tell from what you got if it was like there's no teeth marks or anything like that. It's just ripped
Okay.
off. So like if someone bit into a lip and pulled and it snapped, kind of thing, like that. The teeth are also just knocked out. The jaw looks like it was ripped off. So there's no bite marks on the jaw because the jaw's not there.
Okay.
Also, the heart is missing.
Somebody did this to him, guys. This was definitely. She was right. This is definitely not a pig incident. This is.
Blood, can you come in here, please?
Here's his
Full
name and
constitution for throwing
walks
up.
towards the noise.
Come in here for a moment.
Yeah, he's in the room.
Does that look like animal or savagery?
You're asking him to distinguish between the different types of wounds? Yeah, he's not
So
good at that.
on the face, does it look like something that he would have done possibly himself, or like wild animal would have done it?
He's not a medical examiner. Blood's not the guy to ask for that. He doesn't know what those things.
I roll investigation on something like that.
That would be a medicine check. What I'm saying is there's not enough detail to tell. There are no
Yeah.
bite marks that you can find.
Okay.
So because the jaw's missing.
Okay. Let me rephrase the question then. And I asked for a point to his face. Blood, could you do that with your bare hand?
I mean, blood. Give me a medicine check.
Sure.
In the other room, I'm
20.
going to point out. Nice.
Apparently, yeah.
Voice.
Blood. You actually think you could? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You can stick around, or if you want.
No, I'm gonna go right back outside. Just kind of looking
So,
around
so
the empty room.
Dad, I'm sorry, Ron. My professor said that we should always check the pockets or any other clothes in case they have like their own things on them or maybe clues. So, what do you think?
James will just shout that there are bins like across the hall, and this door opens magically for you.
I think that's a great idea.
Is he wearing? Is it a corpse wearing clothes or anything?
No, there's just
No.
like a sheet over him. Yeah, he's naked.
Okay,
Naked
I'm
dude.
gonna not lift the sheet then.
While you go check clothes, I am unashamed of anything. Top to bottom, head to toe, look for any signs of anything else. Injury, dirt, scuff mark, detritus, etc.
So an investigation check. Lay it on me.
All right, and I'm going to guide myself on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
While you do that, Blood is gonna go towards the magically opened door because it opened, and movement makes him nervous.
Door open.
All right.
I'm
with
gonna
your-
follow after. I'm just so excited
Does,
to see
does,
what's
a,
in
does
the-
a 30 work?
With your 30,
We're only level 5.
no, I'm in trouble. Is really the issue. So, where am I at here? I'm on the wrong thing. With your 30, you're able to find the tiniest little piece of like fur or hair, you're not sure, like in that heart wound, the gaping hole, and it's only like 2 little fibers, but you've got them. It's hard to tell their color. They're maybe gray or black.
Well,
Can you magic that, Astro?
Of course. In what sense, though?
I don't know. Figured a piece of supposedly the culprit would be helpful.
To cast Identify.
Amira comes running back because she can hear the sounds of confusion.
Are you sure blood sounds of confusion didn't overwhelm that?
Yeah. So, Blood, are you wandering into this like area here where there's like little bins with names and stuff? So you can see one that's labeled like William Wonderly. So do you want to fish through that?
Now we have a name.
Maybe.
Can Blood read?
But in the sense that like he's not really looking for anything in particular, because he's not sure. Remember, he fell asleep during that conversation. He's not even sure whose name you're looking for.
Yeah.
So, but he walked into the room because the door opened.
Well, there's a bunch of bins with a bunch of names on them, and they're all full of stuff in this like closet. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff.
He's gonna look around. He's gonna look
when
around.
Blood
but
was
it's not helpful.
walking that direction, did he have a look on his face like he had any clue what the hell was going on or what he was doing?
Blood
or like
never
he just
has
kinda
that look on
wandered?
his face. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call and be like, Blood, okay, can you man the door? Make sure it doesn't close. I'll take care of looking at that. We just need to make sure the door stays
I
open.
can't believe you think I would double cross you, says James.
Yeah, be a total shock. Totally something new, unexpected.
While that's going on, I'm just jumping up and down, trying to see over Astro's shoulders to see what he found.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Astro doesn't turn around, but what he does is spin his head 180 degrees and then swaps his arms 180 degrees, so now he's facing Amira.
Oh!
Dude. Do that again. That was so cool.
I can do
You
that
do that
anytime
like whenever you.
Yeah. Your construction does not allow that. I tried it once. Your human frail body did not survive.
Ouch.
No.
It's like-
Anyway, here are the fibers I found in the gaping heart hole.
It kind of
can
looks
I roll
like the hole.
investigation on that?
Yeah. No, he already rolled investigation and he found the fibers and whatnot. Yeah, so he, you found them. You'd have to like find something to compare them to. You don't, just like in real life.
Yeah. I'm gonna be very carefully put them into a nice little bag
Okay,
and put that into my pocket
gotcha.
Don't
to
ignore
preserve the
that.
evidence because I just don't trust the robot.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Bigoted against robots.
You don't. Do you say that out loud that you don't trust the robot right in front of him?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just describing my motivations because I like a little transparency in my storytelling.
Oh.
I'm going to search through the belongings of Mr. Wonderly. Let me roll investigation.
While he does that, I assume we are done in the cold room.
Are you?
Well, I was asking the party.
Okay. Well, let me respond to what he finds in the belongings. So there's a shirt that buttons up the front that is torn open, like all the buttons are missing, and it's soaked with blood. A pair of trousers. There is also a little bit of blood on the top of them, but otherwise they're normal and intact. A pair of leather boots. There's a little coin purse with 2 gold and 12 silver.
Specific number.
And there is a ring with the smallest little diamond on it you've ever seen.
So I'm gonna cast Detect Magic just to make sure that ring and none of his other stuff is magical.
Actually, I was about to ask if you wanted to do that.
I'm just trying to see over Nymphalis to see what he's looking at.
So how do I make it take the spell? I already took the spell slot automatically. Awesome. Cool.
Mr. DM, how much money was on him again, please?
1 gold and 12 silver.
Thank you.
Didn't you say 2 gold and 12 silver?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He did say 2 gold, but
2 gold and 12 silver. My mistake. 2 gold and 12 silver.
for all the party knows right now,
It's 1 gold.
there is no pouch.
There is. Holy shit.
Well,
All right.
I'm over here like, She's just trying to see into the room. She just wants to know what's going on. Like big little sister energy happening.
I will hand Amira the bloody shirt.
You do not detect
Part of the job.
any magical auras on any of Will's stuff.
Okay, are there any other magical auras in the room?
Yeah, in this closet, there is 1 magical aura. There is like a small, like a compact, like a foldable mirror, you know, for putting on makeup and whatnot. In one of the bins. Says Jane Doe. And
Am I able to?
Stealing from the dead never goes wrong in D&D.
Oh, never.
you can see that it's a necromancy aura, and you can roll Arcana to identify if it's a spell or not.
I will do that. Arcana. Oh,
No, you don't know.
it was on a 17 for a hot minute, and then it just.
You're rolling like me. Jeez.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go back out front and ask James a question.
Okay.
James, there is a Jane Doe back there with possessions among that of Mr. William Wonderly. When were they brought in?
They're not in his bin. They're in a separate bin labeled Jane Doe, just in case that was unclear, because there's lots of bins back there for all the bodies that are here.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he says, I'm not telling you that. Why?
Okay. Were they brought here before or after William Wonderly, is all I'm asking.
I don't know. I think it was sometime yesterday.
Thank you.
All right, stop right there, says a somewhat round human man in a suit with a badge clipped to it. There's a skeleton behind him flipping a coin and smoking a cigar, dressed similarly. He says, all right, all you wannabe constables, get your asses out here.
I'm just gonna say to the rest of the party.
My name is Amira Herrera. I am a fourth year paranormal criminology major at Rainguard University.
Shut it!
And I really.
What were you gonna say, Morgan?
That everybody can just ignore him. He's not important.
Wow! Holy shit! Holy shit! Okay. Do you guys listen to Nymphalis's attempt to dissuade
You can tell that
you?
this guy's got authority, so I'm going to try to suck up to him because teacher's pet.
I mean, I'm an adult. I'm gonna go talk to the cop.
It's best, and I'm going to say this out loud. Ron, it is best that you speak with this individual before I deal with it for insulting Amira.
And does Nymphalis not even come out of that room?
Oh, I'm not. No,
Okay.
not even coming out.
So he just shouts, I know you're in there, bug brains! Come on out or I'm gonna send Scapula in after you.
Scapula's a great name.
It is. I take offense for the further, and I'm saying this in character and out loud, I take offense at the further insulting of my compatriot. Please cease this.
File
Or
a
there will
complaint
be-
with Connie. Listen, you're not under arrest. I just need to talk to you idiots. But you will be if you don't comply!
So extremely harsh. We'll Tell him.
Ron, why is he being mean to me?
He's just. Some people are just nasty.
I don't like it.
You just
Like
gotta,
a troll, but in real life.
like water off of a nice leaf. It's gotta flow right off. So, Inspector, we'll just tell him what's going on. He, I can't make him do anything. So
He goes, like, I can't do it. He whistles, and Scaps just kind of, like, squeezes past. And he, like, Scapula opens his cloak, and he's got, a revolver in a side holster, and he's like, get out of the way.
He's speaking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I do not believe I will. And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on Scapula.
Okay. And this is why we are called Ask Questions Later. Fighting the cops immediately. Welcome to the stream, everyone.
I'm going to meld with the wall and hide, so even if Scaps comes back, I'm hidden, which is what that stealth roll was.
He's standing there like.
well, there's a fight and a half-orc barbarian in the way, so I doubt Caps is coming back.
I don't know if that's gonna happen. So yeah, let me just get to. Oh man. So Scabs just goes and screams. And everyone should roll initiative.
So
for all of you,
Go
you
ahead.
have to click on your token,
Yeah, before you
and
roll.
then with it highlighted, go to your D&D Beyond character sheet and roll your initiative.
For those of you who are watching,
Automatically.
these years-long veteran players never use D&D Beyond because, like me, they hate it. So we decided to use D&D Beyond so that it was clean for the stream and everyone can see what's being rolled. But actually, that window's not even showing on the stream, so I'll have to make sure it is for the future. But I probably can fix that. Yeah, let me fix that. Can I mess with that midstream, or will that get weird?
Yeah.
Alright. Give me 1 second.
Wow, even with advantage, I only rolled a 6. Good lord.
What's the best way to do this?
A lot of sixes on this turn order.
We do.
Well, the form of the Dissonant Whisper Scapula here takes the form of an old dial-up modem, like that. Yeah, that's the form that he hears. So I'm guessing he didn't make that wisdom save, Brandon?
No, he didn't. Chat, is that
Okay.
too narrow, like too small of a map? If I get those numbers over there?
That's fine.
Looks good? Okay. Alright, I just want to make sure that you guys can see the numbers, because otherwise, what was the point?
You can probably expand the chat.
In Roll20, you're saying, for that window?
Yeah. It's like click and drag
Oh,
the little chat.
Oh, man, I made it all wonky.
Gus is over here chastising me because he knows I have not prayed, done my Isha prayer yet. So he's just sitting over here.
Do you need to take a break to
looking
do
at
that?
My mat, look at me. I'm just gonna do it after the game.
Alright. Let me...
Now you can limit the window.
I was gonna say, if
Yeah.
you need to break, I could totally use a bio break. I don't know about anybody else.
Before we go into this
It
combat,
seems like
let's-
a great time.
yeah, let's do a quick break while I fix this window. We'll do a quick break, and y'all
Okay.
can do bio breaks and prayer breaks.
As a reminder, don't turn off your camera.
Please do not turn off your camera. Just like, yeah.
Alright. And I'm gonna do a voodoo and prayer break. And
technical
he's
difficulties
still yelling
screen.
at me. This cat, y'all.
Hey, that's such a cleaner way to.
Because you haven't done it yet. That's the reason.
I know. I mean, this guy is like.
Stop telling us and just go do, right?
Yep.
Ah, all right.
All right.
Bio break. I'm coming back without the wig though.
It did get hot, huh?
All right.
I also switched to push to talk, so hopefully that has helped with the noise, the reverberation. Feedback, that's the word.
You guys are about to become Rain Guard for Most Wanted, because you can't just kill cops, but...
I wasn't going to kill the cop.
Okay. I mean, you can totally kill cops, but there are consequences.
Oh, he's also got to run.
Yeah, he has to do that with the action on his turn, or is it with his reaction, actually?
I think, if I remember reading the spells correctly, hold on. The target makes a wisdom saving throw on a failed save, takes 3d6 psychic, and must immediately use its reaction, if available,
Yeah.
to move as far away from you as it can using the safest route.
Right. It will do that in 1 second.
Oh, if I wanted to kill him, I would have cast something else.
Well, just for frame of reference, though, I mean, 13 damage, an average person, like, obviously he's a skeleton, he's not an average person, but, like, the average person, that would kill them. So,
Oh.
I mean, like, the average, like, a commoner has, like, I think 6 HP.
Oh, okay.
So,
Super squishy.
Oh.
Oops.
so he has to go around this body. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He would get to, like, there. Well, he could go 1, 2. He can get to
Oop.
here. He can get to there. All right.
That's all his movement? Okay.
Because he had to go around the body, and he couldn't go through. Oh, no, he could have gone through his friendly. Pringle's friendly to him, so he could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. He could go to there before combat breaks.
Yeah, outside. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. 1, 2. Astro Ron, Invalis Blood, Amira.
He that slow? That he can only move 5?
Well,
That's interesting.
no, because to move through friendly characters is difficult terrain.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
so- And then got a lot of duplicates here.
yeah, we got 3 6s.
Yeah.
Oh, and 2 12s.
What's
I mean, you
Blood?
can
What's
have
your dexterity score?
That's it.
12.
And Ron, what's your dexterity score?
16.
And Astro?
Also six.
Okay, so between Ron and Astro, who wants to go first of your grouping?
Roll off? Roll off?
I was going to say, you want to roll off?
Roll
off.
Let's roll it.
He rolled dex.
Well, I mean, I just clicked on the dex button.
Yeah, either way, that's
Minus
Astro
4 is
first.
better.
All right. Okay. So as soon as the others are back, we can jump into it. So we're just taking a quick break here. And I should probably check on chat. It's pretty good, says Fitzel. I don't know what that means. Fitzel, what are you referring to being pretty good? I can read it,
Oh,
so
I
that's
think he meant the size of the screen with the numbers
Yes, the
on it.
size of the
I got
map
you.
when
I
you
got
were-
you. The rolls. Okay. Good. Cool.
Brian, I think there is also a roll 20 dark mode.
Dark mode? There is. Do you think that's easier on the eyes?
I mean, as a migraine sufferer, personally, always.
That's fine. I don't remember how to turn that on. It's probably under settings.
Yeah, go to personalization and display. It's the bottom thing.
Dark mode. Haha.
Oh.
Dark mode. So that'll take a second to update. So that's the amount of lag we have going on. All right. Good to know.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alrighty. As soon as we get our players back, we'll jump into it. Somebody just joined. for whoever just joined, we're about to start combat. We're just waiting for 2 players to come back from breaks, and then we will do combat.
No, please don't. Please don't.
You got Tootie? Do you want to show Tootie to the internet?
Yes.
Look at that big, strong boy.
Get a cat.
Holly's over here too, but she's just laying down.
I totally had the realization just now that based on our gaming schedule, we'll be playing on Halloween. I need to get myself some antenna and like some bug eye glasses.
I won't. Yeah, I will be
Nice.
busy that night, so we'll have to cancel that one. But sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if you saw chat, but Caitlin said, "Scoot."
Gibby.
At least if this is a total party kill, you have time to reroll another investigation team. You know, that's fair.
Only the fourth one.
I mean, the art that you can see there is the, like, halfway done art of an artist that's putting together the, like, company portrait. And that's going to be done in the next, week, I think. Definitely it should be ready by the next time we play. But my point is, it'll really suck if I already paid for this art and there's a total party kill. I'm gonna be like, ooh, I brought this on myself.
I had a dream last night where it was a TPK and my dude failed his deck save and triggered a disintegrate spell, and that was it.
I mean,
Nice.
Because, I've got a problem and I'm addicted to the clickety clacks, I already have my backup character.
Is that why it took you so long to get this one up and running?
So this one was done, except for I had to pick one more item, and then I built the other character.
Hence the up and running part.
While the other character is just because I had a fun idea and I was like, I want to run with this, and like now I really want to play that character because that character is awesome, but I can't.
How many times have you done that? That would be like 3 at least.
Hey, eventually I got to play the others. Eventually.
See, that's how Astro came about, right? I don't even remember what campaign we were in. Maybe it was Volktegard with Spronk and all them. And the joke was made about, hey, we should maybe get like a rock band of all bards, etc., blah blah blah, And I was like, oh, cool, let me build one. And then he sat in my D&D Beyond for what, 3 years?
that sounds right.
So we
but
played
it wasn't in its final form. That was just the initial. It was like a level 1 or something, I think.
Yeah, it was like level 3, but yeah. And then I discovered an artificer.
So you're really a bartificer.
I am a bartificer.
Mm-hmm.
I am presently. I'm two artificers, 3 bards. Can't wait for level up. I'm gonna get some fun stuff.
All right.
Oh, your glasses are glowing. You should have saved that for when we start combat.
I know, right?
We're about to.
We're about to. As soon as Amira is back, we will.
You just cue the rave music and.
Oh, there's rave
some,
music.
like,
That's only if you go to the Heartblood Club.
We might.
You could. I don't. Yeah. I said to myself, I can't possibly see a reason why they would need to go there, so they'll definitely go there. And so
we'll definitely go there.
Make sure that
Yeah, you refreshed my notes on that, and they're saved. I have an official notes file for this campaign.
You're gonna need it.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I started typing up a note, like a sticky note, on all the stuff so far.
Very good.
I'm so glad someone is.
Yeah, and I actually wrote it as Constable Dipshit and his skeleton pal have entered Tibet.
Wow. Thanks, P. Modica. These they're my blue light glasses, but they glow in the dark, and I don't know if you can tell, but they have spooky bats. Here, Can you guys see the spooky bats? They're like.
They have spooky bats.
It's hard to tell. There a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we saw.
my wife got them for me for a birthday present. But they're spooky bats.
My life.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. I forgot to tell Siggy we tried the halal place yesterday. That was the guy who... I'm going to tell you the story, Mark, because while we're on a break, I'll just tell this quick story, and perhaps viewers will appreciate it as well. So, viewers who don't know, but those of you who've been here and know, if you walk out the back deck stairs toward the fire pit, like maybe 10 feet, 10 feet off the steps, there's like that concrete pad, because that's the well cap. Because we live in the mountains, and we have a well. And in the center of that, there's like these almost look like concrete doors or something, but they're basically just like a lid that keeps that closed, protects the well from anything going in there. So we ordered food, and the dude came to deliver it, and he was like lost and couldn't find the house, so he like calls, and I'm telling him, and I'm like, can you see me? And he's like, yeah. So he drives around, and he drives off of the driveway into the yard, like in... Like, yeah, between Caitlin's car and the barn. And then he drives up onto the well cap. And I'm like, stop! And I'm like, and he's like, keeps going. His wheel's about to go onto the lid, which would definitely have collapsed it into the well. Which would mean I need a new lid. If it hit the pump down there, it probably would have broken the pump. I would need the part of the pump in the well, not the part in the house. And plus, then his wheel would have gotten stuck. And I don't know how he would have gotten his car out. I mean, maybe there would have been enough traction on the other wheel. I don't know. But I'm just freaking out. And, like, my heart is... in my throat. And then he stops and he gets out and he's like, what's up? And I'm like, you're on the well cap, you need to back up. And he's like, oh, there's a well? So he backs up and he gets out and he's like, oh, word, that was divine timing. And I'm like, did you see me? And he was like, oh yeah, I saw you with the hands, I didn't know what that was about. And I'm like, well, it usually means like stop, like something's wrong, right? And he was like, yeah, no, I did. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
Anyway, it was just so wild. There was more to it, but we should play it because Amira is back. So let's do the stream. Very cool specs, my man. Thank you, Ben, for being there and saying that in the chat. All right, we're going to do this. So time for D&D. All right, so if anyone joined since this kind of got set up and then we went on a break, basically what happened was they had searched the body for clues, they got some stuff out of the personal effects locker, and then Astro was asking James, the ghost attendant, what happened with that, some of the other bodies that have come in. And just then Inspectors Pringle and Scapula came in and started being really hostile and threatening, which is a total shock that police constables would do that. And then
exactly. We're just defending ourselves.
Yeah, and so basically what they said was like, come out here, you're not under arrest, we just need to talk to you. And specifically they said, we know Nymphalis is back there, and if you don't come out, you will be under arrest. And then didn't come out. So Scapula tried to go past Astro to get back there, and Astro cast Dissonant Whispers, which sent Scapula screaming in psychic pain away, and it is time for combat. So
I've got one stupid bit.
What's up?
He insulted my group.
He insulted your group? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. And the logical response to that for a perfectly logical AI is kill them.
Yeah.
All right. So
Murderbot, go. Murder.
So it is Pringle's turn. And he pulls out his revolver and points it at Astro and says, "You're under arrest for assaulting an officer with a violent spell. Put all of your arms up. Drop any weapons and focuses." It's a lot to say in 6 seconds, but he says it. He doesn't shoot. Nymphalis?
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep my hiding. Yeah.
He's hitting.
Can't even blame the meds. I just took my second dose and they ain't working yet. But I'm going to slowly slide out into the room. So let's see, it's 1, that's 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet, 35 feet, 40 feet. Alright, and yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
Yeah, I'm basically doing like one of these, like skittering down the wall, while blending in.
The camera just into here, I think. Maybe to here. Also, those of you who are just tuning in, the camera is just a necessary evil. It's not actually in the world of the game. It's just a token to provide visuals. Okay, Amira.
I mean, it could be.
It's not. Amira.
Amira is freaked out right now because she's just a kid, and she's lawful good, and this is a police officer in authority. But what is going to happen? So she's going to grab her incredible weapon and kind of run at Pringle.
At Pringle.
Magical girl transformation powers activate. You start spinning around, rainbow ribbons wrap around you.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's so
Sailor
ridiculous.
suit, go.
All right. So
So I just clobbered him.
it didn't
For-
come through for me. Oh, there. it
Or
went through.
hold damage.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just check here.
Didn't expect to need the cops AC, Brandon.
Yeah, no, I just forgot what it was for a second, so I'm just checking. You hit the cop who's wasn't expecting to get clobbered with a Hello Kitty wand. Okay. But wait, who are you attacking? Pringle?
Pringle, yeah.
You're gonna have to be closer because you're not in melee range. Yeah. Okay. He goes oof. Anything else?
I'm sorry, please don't arrest me, sir.
All right. Okay. And then Scapula is going to pull out his gun and did you say I'm sorry and you hit him? Just wait, just to clarify. That just registered for me.
Correct.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm sorry the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm following. Okay, so Scapula pulls out his gun and points it at you, Amira, and basically says, you're under arrest for assaulting an officer. Drop the weapon and put your hands up. He does not shoot, but he does come in here to kind of have a better vantage point and block the door. Astro, it's your turn.
Interesting. I was commanded to lay down my arms, right?
Well,
I will.
to drop any
Raise all of
weapons
your
or
arms
focuses and
drop
raise
your
all of your arms. Yeah, exactly. Like open
okay.
hands kind of thing.
Well, as I do that, I lean down as I'm placing a scimitar on the ground. I cast Grease.
Okay, he fires at you because he had a ready action to shoot at you. I think you might want to say something about this, Astro, or somebody else. Do you have anything to say about a crit?
Yes.
All right.
Silvery bars.
All right. So I will. I'm not joking. First of all, because you're not going to believe me. Hold on. I'm not touching it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I want you to know.
What the heck?
It's another.
Wow.
It's another
Nice.
20. That's a 1 in 400 chance, and it means
Beautiful.
that the dice
Well done.
gods want you to get shot with a crit. But who are you giving advantage to from the silvery barbs?
Ron.
Okay, a good choice as he is next. But in terms of damage, I'll roll this just digitally so it's out in the open because I feel like you're not going to believe me. All right, Kaplowy, 22 piercing damage to Astro,
Ow.
and that was from Pringle.
Brandon, are we using our new house rule.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the house rule because it applies to us. So let me take that.
So
back.
that would be 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 7.
Yeah, it'd be
If
8
you wanna
plus
do
8 plus 2 plus 7. So guys, in case you missed this before, and for people who are watching, the way we're going to do crits, it's one of the only house rules that we're going to do in this campaign. You get max damage on your original normal dice, and then you roll the additional doubled dice. So in this case, it would just be 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 7. So that would be, what is that, 16 plus 9? So 26 plus the extra 2, so 28. So it'd actually be 28 damage. How's Astro looking? Is he leaking oil?
He's leaking oil.
Nice. Also, that's it. That was his so he did a reaction. You did a reaction to his reaction, and you were casting Grease. What's the range on Grease again?
The range on Grease.
It's a 10-foot square. That's the size I meant.
Yeah, there we go.
So I'm just gonna put down a little grease spot, and we'll make it like a gross color. And so where do you want that square to be? Can you just like ping the center?
Enough to basically get this and not Ron. So this square, this square.
Okay, so it's 10 foot.
Since it's from Astro, it should be engine grease, right?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't. It's magical. It just appears. It doesn't come out
Yeah.
of him or anything. So like right there.
So,
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So the question is, how do you rule grease? Flammable or no? I'm
It is
assuming
flammable.
no.
It's flammable.
Oh, grease flammable. Okay.
I think it says it in the spell,
somehow-
doesn't it?
Somehow rules. Somehow rules it's non-flammable, and like they even changed the verbiage for some of the newer iterations of it, where it specifically calls it out as not flammable. This doesn't say flammable yes or no.
Yeah, I don't know why I remember
But-
it saying that, but yeah, it's flammable.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Or
I have to make a
rules.
dex save for this guy. He gets a 15. What's your save DC?
Oh, keep clicking
15.
off.
He made it, so he's still standing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, Astro, any bonus or
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm going to give this Ron's up after me. He has advantage. I'm also going to give him inspiration.
inspiration?
Bardic
What do
inspiration.
you say to bardically inspire him?
Figure this out, boss.
Figure this out, Moss. That's
Wow.
so good.
That's hard.
Okay. Very good. All right, Ron, it's your turn. Go ahead.
All right. I look at him. I take my oversized t-ball bat off my belt, and I said, "Man, you really shouldn't have shot." And as I say, quote, "Man, you really shouldn't have shot," I will choose one creature I can see within 30 feet and curse it for 1 minute. My Hexblade Curse.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one where he has vulnerability against the damage you deal?
No.
No, that's a different one.
It's got a bunch of different effects. And I am going to do non-lethal damage,
Mm-hmm.
swing at his legs, and try to hit him. Probably going to do it.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Alright, do that. And then I'm going to expend one spell slot. And do an extra 16 damage
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
using an Eldritch Smite.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay, so as you smack him with your bat, he just collapses to the ground, unconscious.
And then I'm gonna say, well, I guess I'm gonna go. Can I? Is there any way I can squeeze past the grease, or do I have to walk over it?
Well, you could step here and then step here diagonally.
No, I want to go behind Inspector Scapula.
Oh, no! If you won't be able to get past him because he's blocking the door, so you
Right.
can't. You won't be able to do that.
Well, I'm just gonna say, sorry, pal. You need to go to sleep too. And I'm gonna attack again.
But if you're stepping into that grease area, you will need to make a saving throw.
That's fine. Which one?
Dexterity?
Sure. What's
You get-
inspiration?
you get-
Inspiration would be. I think you can just click on it, or no. It's,
He can't click on
It's
your
a
inspiration.
D6.
He means, yeah, what's your die? D6? Gotcha. D6.
yeah. That beats it.
That'll be 16.
Okay, so
You did 50.
you don't fall down. Okay.
Okay. I hit Scapula.
For how? What's your
I
hit?
try.
What's your 2 hit? Damn! Holy shit! I want some silvery barbs. Go
He
for
go
it.
night night.
So that is 22.
Okay. No, it's not, because he's a skeleton. So,
This
did you say
is,
non-lethally on that? Did you say non-lethally on that?
I did say you need to go to sleep,
Okay.
not I want to kill you.
Okay. Well,
I mean, if you're Batman and start screaming "Mr. Fishy, no," well then, that's totally different.
yeah. Mr. Fishy, no. Uh,
Also, my roll against Pringle should have had 3 additional damage.
okay. Well, Pringle is unconscious, and so is.
Also,
Scapula.
did I quote unquote technically kill him? I guess not.
Kill him?
Did say Pringle. Why
You
not?
said
Yeah.
lethal. I'm non-lethal on him. You actually said it before.
I said
his-
no.
Yeah.
I did.
And the other thing I was going to say is that you actually also technically had advantage on Pringle.
did?
It was unnecessary, so I didn't bother to go back and be like, well, technically, because you already.
I'm saying
beat the
in
shit.
terms of my Hexblade's curse, I gain some HP if the target dies that I hit.
Well, he didn't die. That only
Did you die?
that only goes off if they die, not if they go unconscious.
All right.
If you want to
I'll take
regain HP or get temporary HP, you're gonna have to start murdering people. So
Did you lose any HP?
No,
it's
it's temporary.
It's temp HP.
Okay.
So, but it
Oh.
doesn't matter because combat is over. These guys are.
Oh,
knocked
Blood didn't
out.
even get a turn.
I know.
Just
That
when
makes me
it
sad.
Blood's
be-
sad.
when it hits up 1 minute, the grease goes.
Job,
All right.
Ron. Good job.
James, here's another 10 gold.
Don't tell anybody. I can't go to jail. I won't get any credit.
Bribes are great.
Make a persuasion check.
I
So what are you attempting to
I don't know
look at with your perception there, Amira?
I just hit the wrong button.
Oh no, I was telling Ron to roll. No, you don't have to roll. All right, so this is what he says, Ron. He goes, yeah, and he like scoops the money off the counter, and he goes, yeah, I won't tell anybody else you were here.
Do I believe him?
I guess roll an insight check. And actually, while you're doing that, I just realized something. Siggy, the text of your hat's a little blurry on my screen, which means it's blurry on the stream. So, yeah, you might want to move forward and just clarify. Because if someone looking
not
might...
done.
Yeah, some people might think
I'm a Muslim, not a chud. It's,
Yeah,
it's
it might-
Allahu Akbar.
it might look like a legitimate MAGA hat, and I was like, oh, that's the wrong message to send with this stream. Hold on.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
With their jumps?
I'm sure that such people exist. We will move past that, but
I mean...
so anyway, you think that what you gained with your insight check from what he was saying there was like, he's not going to tell anyone else. He's implying that he might have done something to alert these two.
I was wondering how they figured out we were here.
Yeah, it wasn't just plot. It was, you know.
Yeah, for all of Amira's like intelligence or whatever, she's just freaked out that she hit a cop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's
I don't know
not
how
hit the
City
cops.
would react to hitting
next
a
time.
cop, but
Of all the people that you would expect to have hit and or murdered cops, Blood did nothing in this.
Mm-hmm. 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 But you are standing
That
there
is
over some
interesting.
unconscious constables that you have beaten and spelled into unconsciousness.
I did not beat anyone.
Not Blood. The rest of you. And not Emphalis, I guess, either. But how long do you want to chill there over their unconscious bodies? Are you just hanging
get the
out here
heck
all
out
day?
of here.
I
We're
mean,
noping out.
not all day.
We've got the fibers. We have a decent idea of the body situation. We gotta go, guys. We gotta go. We cannot stay around here. I cannot go to jail. I have to get credit for this. If
Not
I don't get
again.
credit, I'm not gonna graduate. I'm gonna have to take more classes. Let's just go. Let's just go.
All right.
As we leave, I'm gonna take from my inventory one of the healer's kits that I have,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just gonna
And-
cast a spell on you.
and you were just gonna heal him?
Yeah, I can just touch you.
Oh, not me.
Oh,
The
I
healer's
was
kit
gonna
won't
leave.
do anything. That just stabilizes people, but they are stabilized.
I know. Oh well, never mind. I was gonna say I was just gonna leave one on top of
Yeah,
Inspector Pringle.
yeah.
So
Parting gift.
Yeah.
we can
Never
make this
mind.
evidence disappear. None
No.
of this ever happened.
what do you mean by that? Please, come on, please,
He's gonna eat both of them.
please, Nymphalis.
He's gonna eat both of them.
No. He's a mantis. He only eats the head.
Pringle's got a little too much fat on him. He's be real chewy.
Yeah.
Scapula, I
Scapula
mean,
might
there's no
be stuck
meat.
in your teeth.
He's just
Usually crispy.
iron.
So you saying that Scapula's like a pork rind?
Yeah, I mean, he's a skeleton. He's just there's no meat. He's iron.
Crunch.
Right. Yeah. Pork rind. Got it.
I was saying
But,
Pringles are usually crunchy, but it's fine.
Certainly.
They are.
Um,
But no,
I'll-
we can make this all disappear. I learned a disposal method from the most obnoxious person that I have ever met, but it is effective.
I mean, I did not kill them on purpose.
I'm not saying we kill them. I'm just saying we make all evidence disappear.
Let's get into that a little bit.
Astros and Speak. What do you have in mind?
I have in mind that they're not here anymore. They can just go to another plane and live the rest of their lives there.
Oh, you're just gonna banish them?
Something like that.
I mean, they wouldn't banishment. They'd come back, unless they were from another plane.
Something like that.
Okay.
So party's group. Yeah, everybody decide.
I'm gonna leave a note on Pringle that says, "Sorry about that, bud, comma, solving a murder, comma, you'll thank me later." And then I'm gonna leave and kind of let the bug do what the bug do.
Yeah, I don't even
I'm gonna
know.
splash in the holy
honestly.
water and
I have no idea.
You're
Whatever the
splashing
bug
holy
does.
water on who?
I'm just kind of like sprinkling it as I leave, like, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Where exactly?
Oh,
Like,
senpai,
That's not gonna
Where?
be good. For
Where exactly?
randomly.
Randomly? Roll a percentile die.
Oh boy.
Boy. Guess you're only transporting one.
You, Amira, roll a percentile die.
How do you do that, D&D?
Yeah, where's
Oh,
the 100?
okay. So you
There it is.
can't. Maybe you can do it in Beyond, but you can definitely do it in Roll20 for sure.
I mean, you can just roll 100.
Yeah, 1D.
What is it? /R
/R
1D100?
space 1D100. You got it. All right. You're lucky, and your droplets avoid Inspector Scapula, and I think you realize as you're doing this that a single drop of that would be enough to kill the @0 undead man. So, yeah, you almost just murdered a cop.
Look, she's panicked.
Mhm.
What is she gonna do?
Murder
Exactly
cops,
what she
apparently.
just did.
Yeah. When you panic, murder cops.
Come on.
You heard me, stream. When you're panicked. Anyway, so
Just kidding, FBI.
just kidding. Yes.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Just kidding, FBI.
Just kidding, FBI.
Please don't arrest us.
Always remember, kids, don't broadcast your crimes and hide the bodies.
So, Nymphalis, I legitimately have no clue what you're planning, which is exciting for me and disturbing. So, is everyone? Do they need to leave you alone here, or are you just?
So
gonna
the
start...
huge.
No,
Ron,
I mean,
Ron just didn't want to be around for whatever this is because Ron's certain he's about to kill both of them.
I'm 100% not going to kill either of them.
I mean, Ron, Ron's gone. He's out of there.
But if
You know, I do
help
have a
me move
spell.
the bodies,
Yeah, yeah, Astro, I'm gonna need your assistance for this.
I was planning to stick around because my curiosity is very piqued.
So, James, the important question is, why did you notify them, and are you going to have to go with them?
Oh, I just realized what you're doing.
I'm sneaking out.
Most obnoxious person I've ever met.
I got it.
You know it.
I got it. That's what made me understand. Oh my god.
Yup.
So, James.
I'm going to point at James and say, "Don't mess this up."
He puts his hands up and he goes, "Don't rift me, bro."
So why'd you call the cops on us there, James?
You guys fuck my life up. Okay, you killed me. You specifically, you killed me.
I didn't kill you. You set yourself on fire.
Well, I was
I just
mind
didn't let
controlled
you-
by an evil. That wasn't my fault.
And yeah, you tried to set me on fire with you, and you missed.
Also, not my fault. And he just starts like
Exactly.
backing
So
up.
you should blame the curio cabinet. It's not
He's
my
like,
fault.
No, you could have dealt with that a lot of other ways. You could deal with this a lot of other ways too.
I could eat them. I could kill them. I'm not killing anybody here, James. So, do we have an understanding here, James, that you're not going to get rifted, and you're not going to pull this shit again next time we're here? You're not going to
go-
call,
And he just
Mr. Potato Chip?
disappears.
All right, Astro, you're an artificer.
Yes,
Can you make me a bag of holding real quick?
sure. Let me get rid of.
I
these
love how Ben starts shaking his head like no. Ben understands.
one moment. As Bam,
So for those of you at home,
Bam.
if you don't know a lot about Dungeons and Dragons, in Dungeons and Dragons, and this has been a part of it for at least since second edition, I think probably in first, but I don't know that for sure. When you put extra dimensional objects inside of each other, most notably bags of holding, they cause what is called an astral rift, which is a momentary one-way portal to the astral plane that just sucks in everything in a certain radius. In 5th edition, it's specified as 10 feet. I think it's been other dimensions, other measurements. I mean, in other editions, but so in a 10-foot radius, everything gets sucked into a random point on the astral plane. So if you do that, Astro, your first infusion will end. So what is ending?
Goggles of night.
Okay. So you have non-functional decorative goggles for the moment, and you create a bag of holding.
That is
Very
correct.
A lot of going to need you because you're big and strong. You look like you can heave well. How tall is the ceiling in here, roughly?
In this room, we'll say it's, I don't know, like 12 feet.
All right, we're gonna.
This will work.
Is in the examining room? Is the ceiling slightly taller?
Yeah, sure. We'll say it's like 20 feet in there.
Okay, then we're gonna go. We're gonna go into the examining room, right dead center over that grate, and you guys scoop the bodies into the bag.
Yeah.
And I'm casting rope trick.
Oh, so interestingly, and I don't know this. Roll Arcana, because I think this is something that you might need to clarify. So, yeah, I think it's enough. I'll give it to you. It's specifically extra-dimensional objects that cause the rifting. It doesn't happen inside of extraplanar spaces created by spells, and I think that's kind of a key note here. I think there was one time where there was a concern in a different campaign in the what was it called? The Vault of Deeper Knowledge. There was a concern about the objects there, but that was kind of more campaign specific. In 5th edition, it's specifically objects, so you would need like another bag of holding. But I think you could find one potentially. You could go to a store and purchase one if that's what you want to do.
I mean, Astra, how many other infusions you got? We could always just, have another bag.
I'd have to drop one. My AC would go down a little bit.
Okay, and then once the bags are no longer bags, you can infuse your armor, can't you?
I believe I would have to do that on a rest.
Well, this has been a very busy work day. I think we've earned it.
Oh, now my knowledge of bags of holding, if they're pierced, do not their contents spill upon the astral plane?
Not to the astral plane. The contents spill out to
they spill in
wherever
front
you
of
are.
you, I think.
Well,
No, he's
No.
actually correct. If they're pierced, torn, ruptures, or destroyed, the contents are scattered in the astral plane. So yeah, that's even easier. Everybody put them in the bag, and we're just gonna hit that shit with an arrow.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Put them in the
Blood.
bag.
We'll
Blood
go ahead and
would
put
be
them in the bag.
Do
And
we
then-
need to lug them into this room, or can we do it out?
No, we can just do it back in the main room because we don't have to worry about that 10 feet of suckage. We'll just put them in the bag and give it a cut. We don't even have to be 10 feet away. We just yink.
Right.
Blood, if you would be so kind, I'll hold the bag and you can do what you do best.
So I just want to make sure I'm following correctly. Who's standing where when you go to do this?
Well, pretty much just like this. So
Okay.
I'm holding the bag.
Mm-hmm. And then
Blood is
pushing Pringle in. Is that the
Taking
idea?
and whoosh and take and whoosh.
Okay.
Let's do the skeleton first because he's skinnier.
Skeleton, then Pringle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless there's any objection.
You all in that room get sucked into the astral plane.
Wait, what?
When you put Pringle into the bag of holding, you all get sucked into the astral plane.
How?
Wow.
Because he had an extra dimensional object on him.
Meanwhile, I'm in the alleyway rocking back and forth, trying to not have a panic attack.
Oh.
Outside,
Wait, what?
You just hear this howling suck and then a pop. That's right, I said howling suck. And I need a moment to load a map I didn't think I was going to need for this session.
Oh my gosh.
You did.
You just weren't
Oh.
prepared.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, he was prepared.
I actually... Fuck you guys.
Come on, Brandon, you idiot. You didn't think they'd get sucked into the astral plane in the first 2 hours of us playing?
Okay.
What an idiot. Why wouldn't we have that prepared?
What a fucking idiot, Brett.
in
Right? God
our noir campaign.
Well,
immediately planar
So,
travel.
so who got sucked in? Myself,
The three of us.
Blood,
just the three of
Nymphalis.
us. Oh my god. Give him a
plus
second.
Pringle.
Well,
Blessing.
actually, Nymphalis wouldn't have, right? Because if Nymphalis is over there and I'm putting
No, I measured it.
Pringle
For where you guys were standing,
where-
I measured it. You were all. It was within.
Yeah, but you
range.
measured from Pringle, not from Astro. You should
Yeah.
measure from Astro. Because
'Cause,
Astro's holding the bag.
I measured from the point between Pringle and Astro because it is as soon as his body part would get in the bag. So, that's the wrong thing.
Oh boy.
So I
Did
measured.
anyone
from
have
there,
this on their D&D bingo card?
Oh,
Sorry.
alright.
10 feet. I gotta go straight.
That's from the center of blood.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I need to go to corner. There we go. Oh no, yeah, that wouldn't hit Nymphalis. I guess I've just.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
It hits him a little bit.
No, that's if you're going to the corner. You want to go straight out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it
Like,
wouldn't
even
hit
if we're doing the
Nymphalis.
corner, Nymphalis wouldn't.
Yeah. So yeah, I just screwed up when I measured it. But two of you are going. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, we are.
I just need to get this map.
Fantastic.
So that's that. And
Well, I guess we're spending a large chunk of that 5,000 gold on a summoning spell.
At least we got money.
Cost of doing business, I guess.
Wait, who had the money?
that
Who was
wasn't
holding the money?
decided. So I guess it's still on the table back at the office.
You. I would assume Ron had it.
No, no one said they took
Yeah,
it.
Ron's
So I think it's just
responsible.
back in the office.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay.
Well, yes, because she was sitting between me and Amira when she put it down.
And as somebody pointed out in the chat, yeah, and this is just episode 1.
Just episode 1.
Yep. We're already in the
And this is
astral
what-
plane. That's how you know it's one of my games. What am I mad about? It's Spelljammer time. Let's go, baby. All right. So somebody's.
This is
camera
why
just
we
went
ask
out.
questions later.
Ben,
Yeah,
we
Amira's
lost
just
you.
wandering around right now looking for
Oh, no. We lost
anything really to make her calm down.
it.
Lesson learned: we should
I know.
detect magic on people first.
Yeah. I mean, I
Actually, a
was-
really good point. Detect magic would have still been rolling from when
Yeah.
I cast it when I was
That's what I
in the
was-
room.
That's what I was just thinking.
It's 30 minutes.
No, it's 10 minutes, but
It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes. It's 10 minutes, but that's still, that happened like as soon as, like, because he said detect
It's
magic.
been less than 10.
Jane Doe pinged. I went out to ask Jimmy Boy if they had been here lesser or longer than William Wonderly, and then as I was walking back in, the cops came through the door.
At the same time, we did spend a decent amount of time in game, kind
Yeah.
of kibitzing, figuring out what we would do with them.
yeah.
So, and then there
That's
was like
true.
what,
True.
1 round of combat total?
Nah, I'm
Like we didn't even do a full
Less
initiative.
than one round of combat.
Yeah.
I think there's kind of two pathways forward. One is we keep the interesting pathway, and we go,
Yep.
we're going to the
Oh,
astral
yeah.
plane.
Yep.
And
I like
because
that.
I think the other question is like, would Nymphalis still be concentrating on that spell with everything that was going on? I mean, you didn't say you'd stop
Probably not.
concentrating,
What?
but I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like that was a priority at the moment.
Well, here's the thing. Like, he was not really involved in combat, but also, I mean, I guess he only really approached Pringle,
yeah.
like, not even really, like, I don't even know if you moved over here, because we moved into the other room. Sorry, into the other room. And,
Yeah, I mean, I was skulking in the examination room by the time combat was over. I hadn't even gotten out of
Right.
it yet.
Yeah.
But even beyond that, like you didn't really enter this room. I don't even know if it was like to point at stuff, but he just said, go do this thing,
Right.
put the bodies in there, and then we did it.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess there's two ways we could go with it. What I was gonna say is we could go with like the interesting direction of like, yeah, you're going to the astral plane because that's hilarious and I love it.
I think so.
Or we could say, oh, actually, retcon. Nymphalis was concentrating on that spell. Okay, you see that there's this magic item.
Nah,
I
that's
mean,
not
I think
fun.
we've already decided it's the former.
Yeah, I think we're boarding
We're
the
taking
astral
that portal.
plane.
Board in the astral plane. All right, let me make sure I got that map because every time
Actually,
I go to get the map,
Nymphalis-
then I can pull back into
I have a
measure.
way we can
Richard, if
do
you turn
both.
around, there is a portal right behind you.
A way we can do both. It comes down to, as picking up body. Oh shit! No!
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of funny actually.
Yeah, that's very, very good. But every time I go to get the map, it then ends up being like, there were twice where it was like, come back and measure, so I didn't end up getting there, so I just need to make sure I actually have this map.
World.
Alright, I think I have it. Is that your astral? You had that ready to go to the astral plane?
Yeah, actually, I did. Even though I'm just in the alley crying.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, we'll go to this one here.
Fantastic.
You all... Don't be like that.
I'll be
So,
honest. I know nothing about the astral plane in D&D terms.
It's magic space.
Until you're right, that would be great.
It's totally fine that you don't know. I'm just trying to... Here we go. I'm going to move everyone there, even though I could split you. It's just kind of, I think, easier just to...
So they can see what's going on.
Yeah, so...
Field trip.
So, if only the ghost gets sucked in the astral too, that would really ruin his day. I know, he already left, Fitzel. So...
Yeah,
Thankfully...
would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious, though. So...
Guys,
Okay.
dick.
So, it's not black for you anymore, right? Did I move you?
It's Birdie.
Correct.
Okay. So, the people who are sucked there, put your tokens, which I think is just Ron and Astro. And then, of course, your cop buddies who are with you.
Blood and Astro.
Blood and Astro. Yeah.
Blood and
There you go.
Astro.
Buddies or bodies?
Buddies. Oh, my goodness. And I will describe the situation in just a second here. Where's Scapula?
Any which way?
Yeah, just sort of maybe in the general center area, because you were all kind of together. I'm going to give you a quick description. Oh, no. Hold on. You guys are... If you send me messages on... Oh, no. You're fine. You're totally fine. Don't even worry about it. This is hilarious. Okay, so... All right, you show up in the astral. I'm going to move you over because you'd all be clustered together. That's what I was saying. So you come...
Whoop.
You hear a sucking sound and a loud pop, and all of a sudden, Blood, Astro, and the two constables find yourselves floating in a thick, silvery mist with glinting points of light in the distance. Let me describe what you can see real quick here. Hold on. Where is my astral adventure for just in case? I've had this mini
Just in case.
adventure. Yeah, I've had this mini adventure ready ever since the most annoying character ever planned on doing this all the time. I had to have it ready as a threat. But I have to find where it's at. Is it under that character? In case bags of bullshit get out of control. That is what it is called. Okay.
Nice.
That's very funny.
Yeah. That's what I called it. I don't know what to tell you. Except that's not the whole thing. Please bear with me while I find this answer. But while we're doing
I'll bear
that,
with you.
I'll bear with you.
I'll
there
bear
it
with
is.
you.
All right.
Stream's over.
Show's over. I don't know if you're still here, Jason, but if you
So-
are, I told you. Anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Also, for those
He
at
always
home
sets it
who
up.
don't
He
really
knows
know
we
it,
say it. He knows we say it, and yet he still says,
Mhm,
"Bear
mhm,
with me."
mhm. Do you want to
Like
explain it, Ben?
every
Is that what's
time.
happening? Do you want to tell them what's going on?
No, I was just gonna kind of go through the probably 20 minutes of rules discussions we just had.
Okay, go for it. While I find
That is
it.
also so supremely common.
That's
Also,
the
just like mixing the real world like laws of physics. In another campaign we had, I had a lot of movement on my character and some teleport bullshit.
Yep.
And we were deciding if I could go to the bottom of the sea and back within a few minutes. And I think there was a time in the role-playing game Dungeons and Dragons where we were talking about like pressure sickness and all that stuff.
That's pretty normal.
Nitrogen intoxication,
yeah.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it gets
real.
It gets real. It gets okay. So here's your astral plane. I'm gonna describe what's going on in the astral plane, and then we'll cut back to the people that are on the material plane, and we'll go from there. So, the overwhelming smell of ozone, the scent that lingers after lightning, almost takes your breath away as the world around you is ripped away as if in a dream. Suddenly, you are weightless, floating in a dimly lit, empty void, with only silver smoke. It is cool and dry. As you gain your bearings, you note 3 things. Your companions floating nearby, a chunk of some stone brick floor holding a stone dolmen, and just enough space for you all to stand or sit. In the distance. You can see that floating in the distance. And farther in the distance, in the other direction, a bizarre sight that you have to blink and squint and double take just to be sure is real. There is a gigantic humanoid body, so large that it seems to hold an entire city on its back. The body is facing down, if such a thing exists in your current situation. And you can tell from this angle that it wears pale yellow cream tattered wrappings, like a body covered in bandages. The city of spires are gleaming with light, and it occurs to you that you should not, under normal circumstances anyway, be able to see the details that far away in light so dim. But nothing about this place is normal, and you now have a choice to make. Float in place, hoping to be rescued, land on the nearby platform with the dolmen, or fly out to the faraway city. Or, I guess, choose some utterly random direction to fly in. Thanks, New Vision.
Well,
aside from the weird details, this sounds like the perfect place to want to go to sleep.
yeah.
Floating in a weightless void.
Why not?
The first thing I'm going to do is cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Not
I'll
bad.
get 10 points.
So
Our Inspector Pringle and yep, there they are. They're still unconscious.
Unconscious.
Well, there's something to be said that if their bodies are not where they used to be, murder is maybe back on the table.
Meat's back on the menu,
Yeah.
boys.
Looks like murder's back on the table, boys.
And Bud didn't get to use his axe, so he's feeling kind of anxious.
Mm-hmm.
To axe something.
If you which one would you hit, Blood? The skeleton or the
Meat.
inspector?
You ask him and he says the meat.
The meat, not the bones. All right, you hit the meat, I'll hit the bones.
So yeah,
So you
I'm
just
gonna take a swing.
you just murder these guys essentially. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
The evidence is now gone.
it
So
only took 2.5 hours to get ourselves to space travel and murdering police.
And murder.
Which are two of my... Anyway, so...
Bingo card. Check those off the bingo card.
Yep.
Okay, so... Back on Kopesh, the planet where our story takes place, while you two are busy doing a murder, it's clear...
Well, once we do
howling-
the murder, we're going to search the body. So yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Go ahead and roll investigation checks while I deal with the rest. So back here, Nymphalis, you see them get sucked through a rift, and you know what's up, and you know that, and blood, actually not blood, Ron, you see it too from where you're standing, and Amira, you heard it.
Yeah, when I heard the noise, I did not see it, but when I heard the noise, I poked around the corner.
Mm-hmm. I think you can understand what happened.
I don't think so.
You don't? Okay, give me, I guess, an Arcana check.
This is going to have to be explained to me.
All right, never mind. No check. Nymphalis, Ron comes running around the corner. What do you do?
I'm just gonna be sitting there, just like,
Hey,
this
man,
is gonna be expensive.
what the
I have a
fuck
question.
was that?
That was a portal, well, a rift to the astral plane. So we're gonna have to go hire somebody to bring them back, and that's gonna cost a huge chunk of our pay, I think. However, if we tell the client that we had to search the astral plane for, then maybe we get some of that money back.
Is there like a groove in the stone so it's like a full sphere, or is it just the objects in there
What's your question?
in the radius? When the rift went off, did it suck literally everything in the sphere, including the floor and maybe the ceiling, or like is it just the objects within the radius that are movable?
The gate originates where the item was placed inside the other. Any creature within 10 feet of the gate is sucked through it. Then the gate closes. So unattended objects wouldn't go, but objects on your person go with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon, what I can only assume is one of your players has said in Twitch chat, and here you make us jump through hoops to get to the astral.
Oh, yeah! I believe that's Pat. Yeah, actually, that campaign probably is going to try to get to the astral plane tonight. So...
Nice.
We'll
Nice.
see.
Now we know what
Life
to do.
goals.
You guys just have to put a bag of holding into another bag of holding, Pat, if you want to do it.
Or hop in one and then poke a hole in it.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that too. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Yeah, steal a spaceship. Wait, Fitzel, are you one of my players? You don't have to say who you are. Just let me know if you're one of my players. Did you have to steal a spaceship from a bunch of cultists in one of my campaigns? Because that's happened in at least 3.
In lots of campaigns.
Oh my gosh, it's Phineas! I didn't know that. Hey, Phineas, you did steal a spaceship from a bunch of cultists. Yes.
That is a fun thing to do.
Nice. All right. So, all right, cool. Thank you for watching, Phineas and Patrick. Okay, where were we at? Back here on Kopesh, Ron and Amira. You realize whatever happened, these people are gone, and Nymphalis said, "Hey, it was a rift." What do you guys do?
I'll tell you something that Ben and Ron have in common.
They don't know what to do?
Nymphalis, I have no fucking idea what to do right now, man.
Is there a library
I'm not
nearby,
even
guys?
I did this detective thing on a whim. I'm a bother. I don't want to go to a different plane.
Yeah, we might have to. I mean, there's the easy way to get there, and then there's the way that potentially just gets them back. So, we can either find somebody who can cast some pretty strong magic and bring us to them or them to us, or for the low price of 500 gold, we can go join them.
I still have to report to my professors after that. I can't. I'm not. No, I'm not.
Can you
This
imagine
is
the
just-
type of paper you could write about the experience?
Yeah, but yeah, no.
You're investigating
Is there
the
a library?
paranormal in
Maybe
the
I can
astral
go find some
plane.
answers at the library. Let me go study,
two-
guys.
two-
Just
An
wanna
opportunity.
go back.
Two things. One thing is Amira kind of asked, well, as a player, sort of, you were asking, is there a library? Yeah, there is a library in city. There's one at the main one is at Rain Guard University, so you're familiar with that. So you could go check there if you thought there were answers there. The second thing I want to say is that as you're having this discussion, Nymphalis and Ron, you're pretty sure you hear people walking like up the path to the door, and if you turn to look, you see there's like two people bringing like a body on a stretcher that are wearing like some kind of uniforms, not constable uniforms, but like maybe they work here or work for an undertaker or something like that. But folks are just bringing bodies, doing their jobs, and they're gonna be here in a minute or less. They're like on their way over.
Gotcha.
So.
All right, well then, I mean, I guess we're just waiting here in the lobby, just like any people walking up the morgue, and we can ask them questions when they show up.
Yeah, and then fellas, close the door. Back there.
I'm gonna, whoop, just gonna
Pop in.
It won't let
Say
me
what's
close
up
that
to the-
door. Oh, because I'm on measure. That's why.
So.
Got it. Oh,
Haha.
So a man and a woman, is a half elf and a human. They come up here holding a body on a stretcher, and sorry, I don't have a body on a stretcher token. And they come in and they're just like, where's James?
great. He just kind of
he's-
disappeared.
Yeah, he just kind of poofed. He didn't say where he was going. It was kind of rude, to be honest.
Oh, okay, all right. Have you? Do you guys need help? Do you need something? Or?
Maybe you do.
We were actually here to see the body of Mr.
Wonderly.
Oh, and they kind of look at each other like, I think that's like a constable issue. Yeah, if you want to see that body, you're gonna have to get permission from Chief Federat. Sorry, guys. Can you excuse us? And they start to.
Yeah, no problem.
We're investigators. We're investigating, some things that have been happening. But before you go, this body you got there, it's somebody meet a grizzly hand, or is this just like oh no, I'm old, I'm frail, cough cough cough.
I think it's just like a homeless guy that did too much agony.
Too much.
Yeah. Oh, indeed.
Man, poor guy. You know anything about the Jane Doe that was brought in recently?
No, I mean no. And they both look at each other like we don't know about that.
Do you know who brought in the Jane Doe?
No, I mean there's like a bunch of us who work for the Undertaker. Do you know how many people die in this city? Like it's remarkable.
Oh yeah, I've got a good idea. So yeah, that number is it's gonna be a little bit lower for the next day, week, little while. Don't worry about it. All right. Well, we're just gonna
You're
let
that bug
you
guy
go.
that James is always talking about that he hates, right? You're with the ask questions later. You're those guys.
I'm basically an intern.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Well,
Nobody told me any of this was gonna happen.
Nobody told. Yeah, I mean, so basically, what happens is they just are like, "Wow, yeah, that's interesting." I mean, we thought he made you up, actually, but yeah.
Yeah, no, he and I met in the strangest way. He tried to set me on fire by giving me a hug and immolating himself, but he missed, and now he's mad at me about it, like I'm the asshole.
Yep.
I'm gonna gesture at myself with all forearms, like I'm the asshole.
Right. Yeah, they're like, that's this is actually very heavy. Can we please get past you to?
Oh, yep, sure, right, the other way. There
Thank
you go.
you. Appreciate it. And they like open the door and then set a body down and then come back out and they're like, yeah, I mean, I guess one of us should stay here. And so like one of them comes behind the counter and the other one's like, I gotta go let the Undertaker know that this whole situation is And they had to go to leave.
Well, for seeing us. When you see James, tell him we said bye.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we'll be back to visit him.
Okay, I don't think he'll want that, but I'll let him know, I guess.
Well, just tell him, me and Jimmy are buddies, so just tell him Ron says, "See you later," and I'll expect a handshake later. All right?
Where are you three heading to?
I'm just like glazed over, traumatized, following the large men.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go and get Amira like a stiff drink or something to calm the nerves, and then yeah, I should probably go talk to Sabrina and see if she's got any connections for any high-level spellcasters, and if not, I guess I'm going to the market and we're buying a bag.
Okay. Well, do you want to go get the stiff drink at McWiggins Pub, or like what's the plan exactly?
Yeah, I think
let's do it.
2 birds, 1 stone. I can talk to Sabrina while, Amira can just sit there and just with like a scotch.
Amir, do you drink?
Magical memory potion.
There is such a thing in D&D.
We'll
It's
get
called
you a
Styx
warm
Wash.
beverage.
It's water from the river Styx, and it does erase your memories. So that is a
I
thing.
don't want to.
You don't want that?
That might be a little extreme.
Okay. Yeah. You
Probably
won't
like all of
remember-
them, though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, all of them. It's all of them. You won't remember anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think that would interfere with your education.
yeah. I mean,
My-
you said magical memory juice. I'm just saying there is magical memory juice. And it's called
Got
tequila.
anything for trauma?
Nah, that's what the experience builds character.
Okay.
I mean, if she loses all her memories, there's not a whole lot of experience to, draw from.
If this were another branding campaign, maybe you get magic powers or something. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
From which thing? Trauma?
But you get trauma. Yeah,
Trauma always.
all the campaigns.
I mean, why
All
do
the
you think I'm
trauma.
so funny?
So, quick question: can we consider this a short rest while we're floating in the abyssal plane?
It's astral, not
Or
abyssal. That'd be
astral,
real
astral,
different.
sorry.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that would be.
All right,
That'd be
the
fun.
astral plane.
Sure. All right. You
I
can
should have done that first before spending that spell slot. Oh, well.
you can take a short rest, and having your little rest at McWiggins Pub, whether Amira drinks or not, you can consider that a short rest for the others of you, if you wish. And I'll move you there in a second, but let's cut back to the astral. Where am I at? Ka-chow. You know what? I do have astral music.
Oh, boy.
Let's get that. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing on the astral plane after your
Well-
hour of rest?
Well, when we were here before we did that, I rolled a 19 on investigation to loot the bodies.
Yeah. Okay, you find all the things. So let me just go.
Whoa,
ahead and
cool.
show-
What do we find? Anything good here?
Probably. First of all,
I mean, a
you-
gun.
Yeah, he used to have a bag of holding. Actually, his bag of holding contents would have gotten scattered across this
Yeah.
area here. So there's some stuff just floating all around you. So some stuff you didn't even need to roll. It's just floating.
No. Okay.
But yeah, give me one moment to get that.
One owl moment. No.
An owl moment.
While you're getting that real quick, Brennan, totally unrelated. What size T-shirt are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a medium. And sure, go for
Okay,
it.
thank you.
All right, so where are we at here? Case of the Creepy Carnival, which we've not even gone to. Because
get
we're
there.
in the astral. Anyway, this is
Yeah, how'd that happen? All right.
It did have to happen. Okay, so Pringle has well, the revolver dropped out of his hand when he fell unconscious. So actually, you who were back at the morgue, that would have been on the floor, which I'm sure you would have wanted to scoop up before people came in. So
Yeah.
between Nymphalis, Ron, and
Why would
Amira,
that not be at his feet?
it may
and,
be,
like,
but he's
have been
not.
sucked-
He wouldn't be carrying it anymore, and so it wouldn't have gone with him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I'm saying. So there's 2 pistols that you guys can just go ahead and put in your inventory, and they're revolvers. So if you look in the compendium, they're under revolver, and they each have 5 bullets remaining. So I don't know.
That's Astro's territory.
But since I was gonna say, since
Double
Ron
wheel
and I
that.
were both there, we'll just like quick grab them off the floor and we hear walking because it's just
Yeah.
oh, hide it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there we go.
So
Ron and I, we both get them.
you
Kind
gotta-
of like
you
back
gotta-
kick it under the counter or step on it.
Okay. So they're both wearing leather armor, for what that's worth. They both have short swords. And the items that's scattered from his bag of holding are a coin purse, a sending stone, and a notepad with like a little pencil through the spiral.
In a bag of holding.
No, the bag of holding gets destroyed.
No, I said in a bag of holding.
That was what was in
That's
that
the stuff he puts in a bag of holding?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. And that's everything?
That's everything that's in there right now.
No, and that's like... So that's just the stuff that's scattered and went poof and around.
Correct.
What about what was on them?
Oh no, the short sword and the leather armor was what was on them. That's what I already said. They each
Ah,
had
okay.
leather armor and a short sword.
All right.
And yeah, and I guess the holsters for the revolvers if you want those.
Blood is not interested in any of that.
Scaps
Oh, I'm taking
also
those.
Scaps also had a cigar and a tinderbox.
Man, that guy was cool.
Was.
Was.
Tobacco's cool.
Very was.
Smoke.
Yeah, well, we know how the skeleton became a skeleton.
Yeah, it's true. You do.
Right, exactly.
Actually, don't smoke. David
Smoking
Lynch died of
kills kids.
emphysema. I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry. But anyway, so what was I gonna say? That's what you found. Are you checking either the coin purse or the notepad, Astro?
Yeah, I will see what's in the coin purse and see what's in the notepad. Do we re-roll for that, or...?
No. All right, you find 8 gold, 19 silver, 8 copper. 8 gold, 19 silver, 8 copper. And in the notepad, it's a series of observations. I do want you to make an investigation check to see if you can decipher what he was writing, in shorthand about. Because it's super unclear and vague.
Okay.
It's about you guys. Pringle
figured.
has been taking notes and observing you remotely.
Wants to learn from the best.
Yeah, imagine that. He thought you might
He made
commit
the
some
wrong choice.
crimes. The cop that you just killed thought you might commit some crimes. Crazy idea.
Imagine that.
I know. I don't know where that would come
Wherever
from.
would you get such an idea?
Yeah.
Trying to arrest us for pre-crime. I mean,
No, he said you
Right?
weren't under arrest. He just wanted to talk to you. But anyway.
No, he was investigating.
and today is Friday, which means it's Shut the Fuck Up Friday.
Wow. Wait, what? It's not Friday. What are you talking about?
It is Friday.
Friday.
Not Rain Guard. IRL. It's Shut the Fuck Up
Oh,
Friday.
it is Friday. Oh my god, it's Friday. I thought it
Every
was
day
Thursday.
is Shut the Fuck Up Friday.
Yeah. Free legal advice, kids. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
And if you haven't seen us through the video, go to YouTube later. Look up Shut the Fuck Up Friday.
All right. Is that the day when you don't say anything to law enforcement, or just? I don't know.
It's exactly what you say to law enforcement. You shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you never, ever, ever talk to cops.
All right.
Are you
do
arresting me?
do
Am I
you-
free to go? No.
Is it okay to reference your
And you should
your
fuck up.
authority on that, or should I not say? No, we won't say that.
I mean, my license is from Maryland, so.
Okay, but still, she knows what she's talking about. All right, so, yeah, so you're in the astral with some corpses and
Yay.
some items you found. What do you want to do?
Well, you said we're floating? Can we move?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think about moving in whatever direction you were thinking about moving in. You just sort of float in that direction.
And what is the... You listed things off earlier. Astro would remember this. Sean would.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's so there's a in one
what's the
direction.
closest thing?
In one direction, there's a horrible boy band. No, in one direction, there's a platform, like a little bit of brick flooring with a stone dolmen set into it, and then in a far other direction, there's a huge stone corpse wrapped in like faded yellow gauze, and there's a city of spires, gleaming spires on its back.
Mr. DM,
Mm-hmm.
what's a dolmen?
Okay, fair question. A
Big
dolmen,
rock.
yeah, a dolmen is a type of megalith. It's where there's two uprights and then a lintel across them. Some people will refer to a dolmen as the ones. It's like the table that has a third rock. Technically, that's not a dolmen. This is the kind that's a trilithon dolmen. It has two uprights.
This is Stonehenge.
Like a Stonehenge, yeah, but just one set.
That's a henge.
Yeah.
Well, a henge
one of
is
the
any
henges.
any circular formation of rocks, but this would be just one set of two uprights.
Right.
and
It's a
one-
In the
fence
common
post of
parlance,
henge.
a Stonehenge.
Right. What's a stone?
That feels like a blood question.
That's what I would like.
Yeah, right.
to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you asking this
Right.
question?
Sean, it's you drove me to.
Yeah, just drink that tequila, man.
Chug.
You don't need those brain cells.
Well, I'll defer to blood.
Well,
Rock, light.
Rock.
It's a shame the cop.
Blood go to rock. Blood go to rock.
And then we go toward the dome thing.
The dolmen thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. When you get there, there's nothing else around other than a little bit of some moss that you couldn't really see from your distance before, kind of growing on the bricks, and the dolmen is resting there on it. It actually looks like it's sort of set into the bricks, like it's a connected structure. If you want to try to investigate it, you could roll investigate. If you want to try and understand magically what's going on, you could roll arcana.
Or I could do both.
You could do both.
Yeah, that's all you, buddy. Blood's just like pretty rocks.
Pat says, I might as well get on their level for the game, the drinking. Pat, you know what? if you can convince everyone else that they want tipsy DMing, I'll do it. But
Yes, you want this.
3
You
drink
want this.
DM casts magic spell. Anyway, so you search around, Astro, and you don't find anything hidden. No secret little runes, no secret compartments. It's just a dolmen on a little space of brick flooring floating in the astral. Your Arcana check tells you that this is probably some sort of portal. It's currently inert, which is how most portals are, and so there's some sort of key that would activate it, and that's quite nice if you know what the key is. But you don't know where it would go. There's no indications of where it would go. So, that's all you really got. You could decide to just wait there. It's sort of stationary. It's not moving anywhere. Or you could decide to go check something.
Well, it says stationary. It's not moving anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let's sit here for a little bit. Wait.
Okay.
And there's nothing else that we can see in any directions besides the human city.
I didn't say human city. I said a city of
You said
gleaming
humanoid
towers.
with a city on its back.
Right. It's a giant humanoid, large enough to have a city on its back.
It's a human city.
I think I'm not going to ask Blood to do this, but Astro, roll either Arcana or Religion on that situation.
Same score. I'm going to guide myself first.
Well, I don't think you can do guidance on this one, and I'll explain why. You either know when you look at it or you don't. So.
Fair enough. A little bit nice. Good. Let's go.
All right. You don't have any frame of reference for that. So all right. So currently, you two are chilling on the little Dolmen Island, and we're gonna kind of cut to the pub. I'll ping where you can drop in just a second. Can those of you, Blood and Astro, don't drop yourselves here, but the others you can kind of drop yourselves. I'm just pinging near the bar. That doesn't mean you have to put yourself there. Now, Ron, you know Ginger. Ginger is Sabrina's wife, so that is someone you know in your capacity. That I guess you can get into that if you want, because I think that's like part of your backstory that hasn't been explored. But you know Ginger, and you know that she basically usually, is the bartender here at McWiggins. So there's some other people kind of here just sitting around drinking. Not a ton, because you set out in the morning to go do this task, so it's maybe like 11, so there aren't so many people in here. And I think we're just going to kind of start with, what do you guys say to Ginger when you get here, and then maybe we'll call it there for this session.
I walk up and I say, "Hey, Ginge, need a drink for my young friend here, and need to talk to your wife."
Okay. She's
Thanks,
like,
nice lady.
Okay, sure. So she pulls a draft of beer and sets it down, and she's like, "That's just on the house." And then she's like, "Brina!" And your boss comes out, if I can find her token. Why are you being like this? Okay, she comes out, and she's just like, hey, what's up? Why are you here? Is everything okay?
No. Nymphalis lost 2 of them in the astral plane.
She just kind of like rubs her forehead, and she goes, ugh. Honestly,
Yeah, I had a similar response.
Yeah.
I'm also not surprised at myself either.
Yeah, she goes, I really
You didn't warn me about any of this. Why didn't you warn me about any of this? You said that this was just a normal paranormal criminology job. Oh boy, how do I?
Ginge, can you hurry up on that drink, please?
Yeah, it's already on the bar. She just already said it there. And so Sabrina says,
Maybe a double.
It's all right. Ginger starts pulling another one. And Sabrina says, you know what? I'm not even that surprised. I'm really just kind of shocked it took this long. It might be time to call in a favor from Professor Sorsja.